Good morning, the Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Marvel Midnight Suns for what is live stream number 12 as we continue our journey through the game. Hope everyone is having a good week. If you missed yesterday morning's live stream of Midnight Suns, we managed to rescue and uncorrupt Wanda Maximoff, or Scarlet Witch as she is also known. So Scarlet Witch has now joined the team. We have got her back. The caretaker's not exactly pleased about it, but we did it, we managed to do it, and it was an incredible mission to actually bring her back to us. And today we continue on. The story still doesn't seem like we're getting to an end, which is really weird. You know, I'm kind of expecting it to start coming to, you know, a natural conclusion at some point. For some reason that's not working. Okay. YouTube isn't happy today, by the looks of it. Good morning to whoever's in chat. I will catch up with you in a second. I just can't read it while I'm filling in the YouTube side. So bear with me a second. Okay. Some bits of the YouTube stuff doesn't want to work this morning. I can't put what game we're playing in, strangely. But yeah, so we're going to continue on this morning. We did a story mission last, so I think we have to do a general mission next. We've also finished all of the Deadpool missions, and I was talking about this in yesterday's stream. If you're going to buy the DLC of Deadpool, you get the character, you get a few research projects that are unique to him, but you only get 3 missions. Now, the missions for him ended quite openly, so I would guess the next DLC, which I believe is Venom, who we've met Venom in the game. He'll become a playable character. That will be... what was I saying? That will be, he'll be playable as our team. That's the next DLC, so I would assume that will carry on that story, is my assumption. Good morning, Brackley. How are you? You like the new profile picture? I can't see it brilliantly in chat, to be fair. So I can't really see it in chat because it's quite small in my chat screen. I'll be able to have a better look later. There we go. It's now working. I can now enter the game. How's that? How bad's that? Okay. Right, I just need to check sound and do a quick tweet, and then we're going to crack on. We've got just over 3.5 hours this morning. See how much we can get done. Open water, chilling. So, yeah, just over 3.5 hours. Cool. So I just wanted to check the sound. Massive thank you to those who joined us last night as well for God of War Ragnarok. We've got quite a bit done. We've still got more to do, so that will be continuing. And it's February, the first day of February today. It's we've finished January. January always seems like a really long month, but actually it's not. It's the same as normal. It just feels longer, doesn't it? This is where I can't type and talk. So bear with me a second. There we go. It's always the first bit of typing I can't do. Once I get into it, it's not too bad. But yeah, I think we finished on a story mission last. We did actually just try to do training to level up Doctor Strange and failed miserably. The training missions that you can do to level up characters, there are a few characters that are not suited to it. And I think that was quite evident yesterday when we tried to do Doctor Strange, to be fair. Akabix, good morning. How are you doing this morning? Okay, let's load our save up. To be fair, I've been pleasantly surprised about how long this game is in terms of story and this. Obviously, the more you look around, the more you chat to people, the longer the game's going to be. But I've been pleasantly surprised by that. I wasn't too sure story-wise how long it would be. But actually, it's been pretty long. Okay. I think we're ready for a mission. I'm trying to remember where we left off yesterday morning. I think we're ready for a mission, aren't we?
Thanks, Hunter.
Yeah, it's daytime, it's mission time. Everything else is done, there's no one left to talk to, so we actually get to do a mission straight away. You're doing good this afternoon. It's afternoon for you, isn't it? So many different time zones, it's difficult to remember who's where and what time it is for different people. We are having more missions now show up in New York City. The Deadpool missions were done, and since then, we've now got more coming up. Our main story mission is next. Oh, we did a general mission last time, didn't we, for credits? So it's the main story mission next. We have to use Ghost Rider. Oh, it chooses our team for us. We have to use Ghost Rider, the Hunter, and Magic. So we don't have a choice of team. We're being told which team to use. And Johnny Blades needs to cut a deal before all hell breaks loose.
It's not just the Southwest.
Straight in the story.
Look,
I love going straight in the story.
a rise of Hydra movement in Eastern Europe.
Are you seeing...
Holy disturbance in the Force!
Not too holy from the feel of it.
Quite the reverse.
Oh,
Johnny Blaze.
Kid, if you're getting this, well, we gotta have us a little conversation. Ghost Rider to Ghost Rider.
I'm listening.
In person. Here, at the Mesa. And I need your pit crew too. Counting on you to bring them. So don't screw it up.
I'll be back. Oh yeah, no worries. If you got a headache, that's never fun, is it? Hope you feel better soon. Okay. I think they're the right... Just check the healing soul. We haven't got anything else instead of... No. I think that's the right ones to be using. So there we go then. First mission of the day. Oh no. Can I back out? I can. Cool. There is no way I'm wearing that outfit for the Hunter. There is no way I'm wearing that outfit. That is horrendous. I'm not one for cosmetics, but that is ridiculous. That's even worse. That's even worse. I'm not a cosmetic person. I don't care about cosmetics, but that looks ridiculous. Okay, can I now go and do the mission? Thank you. Story mission. There we go. Select it again. Done. There we go. That's better. That's better. Normal looking Hunter, shall we say. Desert for a nap, but you're streaming, bro. It's all good academics. Don't worry about it. If you need to look after yourself first and foremost, you've got to look after yourself. If you've got a headache, you need to sleep, go to sleep. It's fine. It's not a problem. Thank you for the like, Oz. Much appreciated. So in story-wise, where we left off with Rescue Scarlet Witch, Johnny Blaze still has the Parchment of Power, and we need to go and see if we can get it off him, because we need to destroy it to stop the prophecy.
What do you mean something is up with Limbo?
Yeah, no worries. Tell Academics, look after yourself first and foremost.
A little more detail would be appreciated.
Massive appreciation for saying hello. That's the main
Detail I
thing.
can give, but do not worry. I'll stay behind and figure out what's going on.
Please do. And next time you sense some kind of danger with Limbo, come talk to me about it first.
Korasho Bumir.
What did you just say?
Just tell the team I will be watching over them.
So Magic's not coming with us, although in the mission we saw she is.
Place felt like it was missing her signature scarlet touch.
So I'm not sure what's happening there. Caretaker's asked Magic to stay behind, but she's meant to be coming with us.
Blaze out, but don't agree to anything. Most importantly, get that page.
Don't agree to anything, is what the caretaker's instructions are. Let's see what's happening with Johnny Blaze then. I can't see him just giving us the Parchment of Power. Just can't see it.
Don't look at me like that, Rox. Time for this story to end. One way or another.
Ghost Rider to Ghost Rider. Just like you said.
And your crew. Good.
Your crew is one of us.
You wanna stop that nasty mama of yours? Stick with me. And keep your trap shut.
Who in the 10 hells do you think you are?
10?
I'm the guy with the answer to your prophecy problem.
Oh wow, we've given the prophecy to Robbie Reyes.
We good now.
Wow. Thanks for the like, it was much appreciated. Hey man, good morning, how are you? So Robbie Reyes now has the parchment of power.
After you.
What the hell?
Worse. Limbo.
Okay, we're in Limbo, which is Magic's kind of territory, but this is not the Limbo we knew previously.
Oh, crap. Is that...
Mephisto.
Johnny Blaze.
Mephisto?
You made it. I'm impressed.
Wait, what?
You're doing the right thing. Can't have that hunter of yours running around off-leash, can we? He's leaving you in good hands. Well, not good. You understand.
Okay, I get it.
Much appreciated,
Actually,
hey man,
I don't.
very much
What's the
appreciated.
plan here?
Hunters written all over.
We're glad you're
that
alright, that's the main
page,
thing.
kid. Further we keep them from the midnight sun, the better. And this place is further as it gets.
So, what? You dump him off in hell with the freaking devil?
Limbo with Mephisto.
So Johnny Blaze's plan was to put the hunter in Limbo
Realize I can hear
with
everything.
Mephisto and leave him here, and that way he can't do anything to do with the prophecy.
Count on that.
Coward. You two deserve each other.
Hate me all you want when we get home, kid. But it's the only option.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
He's got a point, Johnny. Our arrangement was for you.
Don't get cute with me, yuppie.
Oh, I'd love to see the look on his face when he gets back. But, first things first. Let's see if you're worth all the fuss, shall we?
Okay, Mephisto summoning in enemies. So I can see Johnny Blaze's plan. He wanted to leave the hunter in Limbo, and that way he's as far away from being able to fulfill the prophecy as possible, which means the prophecy can't come true. I can see his plan, I really can, but at the same time, not the plan we wanted. But at least Robbie Reyes has stood up for the hunter. He hasn't sided with Johnny Blaze. He stood up for the hunter. He's more part of the team. He also has the parchment of power, so that's something. Solar Swarm survived the onslaught of Solus for 4 turns. If you use a card to defeat a Solus, the card player will be refunded. Defeated stronger Solus draw more cards. Right, we've done something similar previously to this with Johnny Blaze as well. We need to defeat the swarm of Solus. We've got to survive 4 turns, and we do get card plays back.
A little diversion. I promise it won't be any worse than what Lilith had planned for you.
We need to try and take out every Solus
Here you are,
per round
child
to enable us to survive. Ideally, if we don't manage it, it's fine as long as we can heal. But it's just us and Robbie Reyes.
But today, my interests lie elsewhere.
Okay. Got to make sure we do this as well as we can. So these blowing up will be useful. We've got to try and do as much damage as possible per turn to try and enable us to get as much damage. So if we knock that back into there, that will take out damage the other one, we're not taking it out. We've got to see where we can do the most damage per move. Okay, that's not bad. 2 enemy down and 1 injured. Let's try that one. And to be fair, I'm really enjoying it. I really am.
For this fight.
Story's quite long, which is good, and there's a lot of strategy involved, especially in fights like this. There's a lot of strategy. Okay. So this the problem with Ghost Rider is he takes damage whenever you do one of his moves. So this one he will take 61 damage, but he has got life steal, so we know we can get that back. Forceful knockback will take out 2 and damage another, plus we get the card play back. So we'll have to use his life steal next. Yeah, there's a lot of strategy involved, and the story is really good. There's a lot of name dropping of Marvel characters as well, which is quite cool. Right, we have got Drained Soul, which will enable us to get some life back for Robbie Reyes. Remember, we keep going until we run out of card plays. Okay, that won't take him out. Can chain this twice though, it will take him out. and nearly back to full health. So that's card play refunded again, to be fair. It's the harder ones we need to focus on, though, because the stronger enemies give us more cards for us, so we need to focus on them.
Lilith has damned you to hell.
But if we can manage to take everyone out in each round, it's be easier for us to survive. So if we kill the Hell Beast, we get 2 cards. These ones only give a refund on card play. That's 1 card there. Okay. So we've just really got to check what we're doing and make sure we're making the best move possible. Helmuth we can create. We get any forceful knockback still. Knockback there. Forceful knockback. So we could create the drop and try and knock people into it for an increased drop rate. That would be pretty good. You've got to look at these stronger people to try and take out. Let's draw 2 cards for that Hell Beast. Hell Brute is 1. Okay. Just seeing where we could put this. We've got to put this in a place where we know we can utilise it. Otherwise it's not worth it. I think there will be okay. So, yeah, it's been really good so far, and it's one of those that keeps you interested. There's a lot of stuff to do between missions as well, which really takes up the time, but I really enjoy that. Luna, good morning. Yeah, Black Panther is on Disney Plus as of today. I'm hoping to watch it tonight. I've waited a while to see it. Right, 58% chance. It's only a 58% chance. Can't knock him out otherwise, to be fair. I could knock out other enemies, though. That's the thing. It's a risk. It's a risk to try and get him into that. Only a 58% chance as well. That's a 100% chance. Ah, that's annoying. I was hoping we could utilise the drop more. Let's do that, I think.
Your time has come.
Because unless we guarantee to take someone out, we're not going to get the card play back, so we've got to be a bit wary of this.
Whatever gets the job done.
Card play refunded. Right. We are going to be out of moves very soon. There we go. Now, annoyingly, all the enemies are nearly down, and I've got no moves. There we go, we got some back now. That's all we needed. We have got the Hell Ride, which means we can damage enemies in a line, which I'm liking this line here. So if we move Ghost Rider to there, we could use the Hell Ride and hopefully take all these in one go. Hell Ride is a pretty cool move. What I don't know is if we damage the Hunter in that, but we'll find out in a second. So let's move Ghost Rider just there. Make sure we pick the right person. Black Panther 2. Yeah, I'm waiting to watch it this afternoon. I need to find out if my other half wants to see it or not. That's the only thing. Right, can we take out... Okay, we can't. It won't damage the Hunter, so that's fine. That's going to be 5 enemies out in one attack. Let's go for the Ghost Ride. Look at that. I do love it when we do a lot of damage in one go. I need to watch a lot, so I've got every episode recorded. I'm yet to watch a single one. Right, we've got 1 enemy left to take out, and once it's done, it's done. Might as well use that. Nothing. We're not going to be able to knock him out in one hit here, annoyingly. We could nearly knock him out though. And we haven't got a push anymore, so we've got to be wary of what move we do next.
This is a serious
predicament. We have got Lash. Annoyingly though, Lash will take damage for Ghost Rider, although we should be able to get lifesteal next turn. There we go. So that'll be every enemy out this round, which means we survived the round pretty well. The worry was obviously the more enemies that are left in, the more damage we take between rounds, and we've got to survive 4 here. Hero combo is now in as well, but actually we survived the round. There's no enemies left, so that's the end of round 1, and we've survived it perfectly. Let's see what round 2 brings, shall we? I've heard lots of good things about The Last of Us TV show, to be fair, but I just haven't got around to watching it just yet. Okay.
Is no one else concerned about where we are?
It may look like hell, but don't believe your eyes.
So straight to hell is a really good move, but it's the final move that Ghost Rider can do. So we can't act after that. I think we do, if that's the last move of the turn, then it's fine. Okay, I don't want to use anything. We do need Drain Soul to get lifesteal back for Ghost Rider. So let's gain the 2 heroism from our items. First episode is great. This third episode, I've heard the third episode. People have kind of said it's kind of filler. Damage each enemy. Hang on. We can damage each enemy and heal the Ghost Rider here. How many can we damage? Quite a few. That might be the better move, Holy Burst, rather than Drain Soul. Let's try that. That's a decent KO, that. Level up for the hunt. Oh, no, I thought Unity Collar's activated. I thought it was a level up, but it weren't. Unity Collar has activated. Basically feeling better than... Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say if you haven't played the games, then it's worth watching because it does give you a lot of... it gives you a lot of information. Okay, we've gained fast because of the Unity Collar, which has reduced the cost of anything the Hunter wants to do. I don't really want to use Guardian Strike. I must get rid of one of the Drained Souls, I think, because we need a move. We've got Whip, that's not too bad. Right. What can we do with Whip? I need to take someone out, obviously. I think we need to knock this guy into someone. Oh, we can knock him out in one there. Let's do that.
You had your chance to escape.
Then we'll give his card play back as well. Hero combo is a bit of a waste to use on anything unless it's a really strong enemy. Okay, Helmuth. Let's get rid of that for a second. That's no good to us. That's all our redraw's done. Retribution. Okay. I'm going to have to basically knock these two into each other, ideally. Although saying that, the Hunter can do that, I think. Ah, I can take... Oh, we will take him out. That's fine. Ghost Rider is one of those characters that, although we've upgraded some of his moves, he's still pretty tricky to use effectively. That's a level up for Ghost Rider. Thanks for the like, followers. Much appreciated. Right, we've got 2 people to hurt. And it's these 2. I think we can push them into each other, which would help. No, don't do that. Go to the Hunter. Right, okay, if we push, it won't take them both out, but it will take the one out the back out. My issue is I don't want to use Guardian Strike because we gain block every time. So if we haven't got any redraws, I don't want to use straight to hell. I've got to use Guardian Strike then. Take this guy out. I wasn't planning on using it, but I don't have a choice. But that is the game. We've survived the second wave without taking any damage from anyone else because everyone is dealt with. Second wave is dealt with as well. So let's have a look at the third wave. Hellmouth will now shut. Okay. What can we do here?
I've encountered all sorts of unusual beings through the ages, but you, little hunter, are something truly unique.
We can do Hellride again in a minute, which will take out the majority of these in one go.
Your words are meaningless to me, Demon.
So quick slash here.
You'll come to understand me in time. They always...
We're going to use the Hellride again, which may knock out every enemy in one go now. Which again will mean we survive for the third turn. Let's move Ghost Rider. He needs to be in a line, so hopefully there should be good. And then this is setting up the Hellride. Can we take out every enemy in one? Oh, just about, I think. Hellride time. Did we take...
guessed you
One
were alive,
survived.
Lilith.
One survived. How did one survive that? It's not telling me how much health he's got either. A minute. I can't believe one survived it. It's not telling me how much health he's got. Annoyingly. Why are you not telling me how much health he has? I cannot believe one survived that. Let's do... Oh, we'll knock him out in one anyway. I just can't believe one survived it. Yeah, some of them, some of the moves are really cool. They actually look really good. Level up for the hunter as well.
Like myself every day.
Yeah, some of the moves, the way they combine, the hero combos are pretty good. But there's no point necessarily a really strong enemy. So that is that round cleared as well. We've survived 3 goes now, and we've defeated every enemy each turn, which has definitely helped us. So this, I think, is the last one to survive, and then this fight's over. But story missions generally have more than one fight.
Though I had heard your little team was making trouble up there for Lilith.
Right, what can we do here?
But your time will come.
Obviously, we've got Lash, which is forcing on back. We will hurt the Ghost Rider, but it's kind of the whole reason for his moves. You hurt him each move anyway. We just need to make sure we knock an enemy out each turn, because that gives us the card play back. Okay, we have got Drain Soul, which we can chain into 3. Yeah, we can chain this into 3, to be fair. So 1 out there. Can't take these big guys out, but we can damage them. Do that. As long as we get a KO, it means we get the card play back. Because he's streaming himself quite a bit now, we don't see him as much as we used to. But he's still around. Okay. We have got Merciless. Which will take out one of these big guys. That'll draw 1 card. That'll draw 1. I want someone who's going to draw 2. There we go. We won't knock him out though, annoyingly. He won't be knocked out. He won't be knocked out. Ah, it's annoying. I can't knock someone out with this move, which means he will lose the card play. Saying that, I could... How much health have they got? 73. There's not got much health left. I kind of wanted to do Merciless, but I wanted to gain the cards, but we can't knock anyone out. They don't give cards when you knock them out, these guys. What I could do is push him into there. We need the card plate. We need the moves back. That's the thing. Merciless one will take him out. We'll gain a new attack. Marvel Cuphead, good morning. How are you? I want you to take on a mission together, starting next. It depends on the mission. So this mission is main story mission. So we didn't actually have a choice of team. It had to be us, Ghost Rider, and Magic. Although Magic isn't with us in a minute. We didn't have a choice who we could take. We had to take for certain characters. Because some missions you can't take everyone. They just tell you who you have to take. And we used Blade and Deadpool quite a lot through the Deadpool story, to be fair, Marvel Cuphead. Dennis is your homie. We did lots of Deadpool and Blade missions during Deadpool's story, Marvel Cuphead. That was the 2 we used because it was vampire hunting. It made sense. So we have done a lot of missions with Deadpool and Blade together. You'll see your profile picture and go crazy, will he? Okay. I'm not going to knock any of these out, I don't think, am I? No. We can knock this guy out. This is the last round we need to survive, to be fair. The big guys now are going to be the issue. Okay, we can knock that guy out. Teamwork there between Ghost Rider and the Hunter. Right, Holy Burst. Won't take these out. Yeah, we won't knock them out, but we'll do damage.
You have earned this.
You need your collar activated. Gain fast. Thing is, we're nearly out of moves, which is the problem here. Okay, we're gonna have to use Guardian Strike. It's worth. If we knock him out, we gain 2 cards, so we need to knock him out ideally. Okay, we should have 2 attacks left, and we've got to take out this one more guy, and that should be fight done. Straight to hell. That's not really a move I want to use. We'll redraw that one. Come on, give us something good. Retribution. Still going to knock him out. It's not going to knock him out. I can't believe that. And we're going to have no attacks left. That's an issue. Yeah, I don't want to do that either. This could be an issue. I can't. Let's redraw that. We need a decent attack. Come on. Lash. Okay, we can use Retribution. Although that would discard that. We're going to have to do this Lash first, and then followed by Retribution to take him out. Yeah, you really have to think about your moves and how characters work together as well. Some characters in a team are harder to get to work together, because you've got to try and combine moves to try and make sure you utilise all your attacks efficiently. Like that once. We survived the onslaught though from Mephisto.
That's the last of them. But stay on your toes.
What else has Mephisto got planned for us? That's the question. After Johnny Blaze left us here, although he was sent away.
Already your efforts in
There's some characters that work better with others and some don't. That's the thing. Thanks for the like, but it was much appreciated.
I am just getting started.
Good. So am I.
And more. I said most story missions have more than one fight.
Usurper!
Magic's here.
You forget. You are not the ruler of Limbo.
What's she doing? What's she wearing?
Ileana, nicely done. You always were so gifted.
So gifted, you stole me from my parents. Twisted me into a living weapon until I cast you from this very realm?
I mean, yes.
This is starting to sound familiar.
I have reopened Blaze's portal, as well as a few others. Leave, now. Mephisto and I have some catching up to do.
They did say she was meant to be in the team with us, and she was asked by the caretaker to stay behind. Bobby Reyes doesn't want to go, does he? Doesn't want to leave her. I did not think magic was that powerful.
Of course.
I thought I had lost.
Oh, here we go.
I am pleased you. The page.
It's not over yet.
Page. Retrieve it for me.
Here she is. Second fight of the mission. Second fight of the mission now. We know that the parchment page we have in Bobby Reyes, so we're going to defend him. Nest Mothers summon altars each turn, destroy and damage Nest Mother. If altars are not destroyed, they turn into monuments. And monuments have different effects. We've had something similar previously. We have to be very careful with monuments. So we need to damage those as much as possible during the turn. She's going to be defended as well. So this isn't about survival, this is about trying to take out the Nest Mother. And what else do we need to... What's the objectives actually don't defeat the Nest Mother. So the Nest Mother's the priority, although we want to try not to take damage at the end of each turn. So we need to do as much damage as possible. Okay. We can move an enemy. Kind of not helpful, I don't think, that one. I wonder if we can move that. Move the Nest Mother. Cannot be knocked into drops. Cannot be directly targeted because of them. Okay. We haven't really got any attacks to do, which is annoying. I want to use reinforcements. This was a move we put into Magic's deck. We summon a hero from the Abbey for one turn. That's something I wanted to use at some point. We haven't had a chance yet. Create a drop with an increased chance to KO enemies for 2 turns. Could be a decent one to do. Although, We've got to focus on these. I'm just trying to see what the best option is here. Let's get rid of that one. Trophy achieved, trading up. Right, Limbo's Grasp. For the rest of the mission, deals 69 damage to enemies not through a portal. That's kind of helpful. We'll gain 2. Do you know what? Let's do that. I'm just trying to see what the best one is here. We're not going to get any card plays back, are we? We need to damage these. We haven't really got any attacks. That's the problem. Let's get rid of Trapdoor. It's the last redraw. We need an attack. Right, there we go. Merciless. That's something. How much health do these have? We will knock out one of them there. Right, that's damage to the Nest Mother. We've just got to. We're struggling for attacks. That's the problem. That will knock out one of the things, damage the person to the right, and take out the Hellhound. So we can blow that up.
Your fate is sealed.
And that'll be damage to the Nest Mother again. There we go. Although there's no point taking the guy's block out because that doesn't help us. Because we damaged him, they're able to split, although it means they've got half health. They've split their health in half. Again, we're struggling for attacks. We've got 2 more to do. That's not in range. It is just the fact we haven't got any real attacks at the minute. That's the problem. Creating a drop doesn't help us because we've got to focus on those. This is where sometimes the decks we've done, like Ghost Riders and Magic, just don't help us. We've got no redraws either. So there's nothing we can really do here that's going to really make a difference. That would give us 2 heroism, but we haven't got anything else we can do with it. And I can't redraw. We're going to end up using 2 moves that then will leave us, so next turn we can do some brilliant moves. We are going to take damage. I don't think we've got a choice, to be fair. The thing is, these may turn into monuments that are going to make our life more difficult, but I don't think we've got a choice. We've got no redraws, so Limbo's Grasp.
I'm feeling stronger already.
And then Helmuth. We'll put a portal right in the middle. Next turn, we're going to be able to do some serious damage. This turn, however, we're kind of going to struggle. We can still push someone. So I wonder if we can push the Hellhound into there. Let's try it, shall we? Hunter might be in the right position for this. 100% drop. Let's knock him into the portal. There we go. So we're out of moves. We're out of stuff we can do. Next turn, we've got a choice of Hell Ride, Hero Combo, or Reinforcement. Which I want to see what the reinforcement is like, to be fair. But now we need to be prepared to take damage. It's a bit of damage to Magique there. She's wounded as well, so she'll take damage at the end of her turn. More reinforcements. They're splitting again, they are. And who's the Nest Mother attacking? No, she's created a monument, so something we've got to deal with quickly as we can.
Enough insolence.
She attacking as well? She is. Ghost Rider's... No, Magic's the target. That's a lot of damage for Magic. We need to get her healed if we can. Oh no! They've doubled the big guy. That's not helpful. They're making more enemies themselves. That's not helpful to us. Right, she's going to be guarded again. That's fine. Okay, this has now got a little bit harder, to be fair. And obviously Magique is a little bit hurt. He has half his health, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, let's do what I wanted to do. It's a tricky thing. There's other moves we could probably do to do more damage right now, but I want to see how reinforcement works. We've never used it. It's a new move. So we probably shouldn't use it. There's other things we should probably do, but I want to see what it's like. I think we can still survive. So let's summon a hero from the Abbey. Who are we going to get? Ideally, Deadpool, Blade. Anyone like that would really help. see what happens.
No one.
Here we go. Oh, Scarlet Witch.
I see I'm not the only one with a darker side.
Yeah, we've got to be careful of Magic's health. Scarlet Witch has come to help. Only for this turn. Oh, we need to move her because she can damage any enemy that's near her when she does it. Hex field. So if I move her to here, obviously we lose the ability to push. Need to be there really. Hoping we can move. You can move more than once if you don't push, as long as it's the same character. So she will damage. She's not going to damage anyone now. I need to be closer to these two, I think. Just got to get the right positioning for her hex field. We're only damaging that guy. It's not helpful. Okay, we need to reposition. She's not really doing the damage we need her to do. She moves there, say. That's the only thing with Scarlet Witch. Her moves are so dependent on where she is. Right, that's decent damage. She's not damaging Ghost Rider, so that's fine. It won't take out the enemy. It will take out the little monument, the altar, which will damage the Nest Mother. So let's do that. That's some damage to Nest Mother. Downside to Scarlet Witch is obviously the two moves we got for are one of them's quite expensive. Let's split. Okay. Alright, what do we got? Forceful knockback on KO, gain 1 counter. That's not bad. Won't be able to use Scarlet Witch. She's going to go disappear after this turn. I'm thinking about blowing that up. That's something I'm thinking about. We have got Soul Blast. That will KO 2 of those. It won't damage that enough though. Seeing what else we can do here. Because we can knock someone into the ley line, potentially. If we do Soul Blast, Forceful Knockback on, say, the big guy. We can knock him into that. Okay, so that's not helpful. So what we can take that out, which will damage Nest Mother. This is our last card play of the turn, annoyingly. So we've got to make sure we do the right move. That will take a lot of damage to that though, but then we've got no other turns after that. Although we can then explode ley lines, because that will give us another heroism. What we haven't actually looked at the monument. What does that do currently? Monumental Shadows. Bonded. Damage to the Nest Mother when destroyed. Okay. All enemies have a chance to gain concealed when damaged. That's not too bad, to be fair. It's not massively hurting us. Obviously, we can take out those 2 in 1 hit. Let's do that, and then I want to use Soul Blast potentially to take that one out. So let's take out 2 enemies there. Okay. Still got 1 card play, which is Soul Blast. We know we can damage these guys with that. It won't take them all out, but it will damage them. So if we use Soul Blast and take the big guy potentially, knock into there, he may still be in range of this explosion. Which is what I'm kind of thinking. The downside is, if anyone attacks Magic, she's going to get KO'd if we're not careful here. Nest Mother's hurt again. How much health does Nest Mother now have? Okay, Magic's, she has got counter. That's good. Nest Mother's now got 264 health. Okay, we can damage. No, it's gonna, if we can't do that now because Magic gets KO'd. She's moved too close to it, annoyingly. We can create a portal. Oh, actually, hang on a second. If we redraw that, we gain an extra move. Oh no. So next time that card comes up, we'll get a second move. I was hoping we could use it to move Magic out the way. There's nothing really we can do. We can throw the rock potentially, but then we can't do the explosion. There's nothing we can really do here, to be fair. I think we're out of moves and we're going to take some damage. Magic may be KO'd this turn, although she does have counter, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The hounds are also targeting Majik as well. I don't think there's nothing else we can do, is there? Other than knocking out Majik herself, which I really don't want to do. I think we're done. Oh, we have still got move. And because we redraw it, actually, we can do this. We can do what I was wanting to do. So let's move her to there. We can actually do what I wanted to do. Strangely. Scarlet Witch, you can blow this up. It's still going to damage 2 of them and also take out a hound.
You're in trouble
I didn't see the move we had, but actually we did have a move left. So the damage is done. And the Scarlet Witch has taunted the big guy, which will help us. Because now Majik won't get hurt as much. Which is the focus. And we lose Scarlet Witch after this turn. She's only here for his reinforcement anyway. Right, that is us done. There's nothing else we can do. Let's see what happens. Okay. Helmuth has now disappeared. Scarlet Witch is going back to the Abbey in a minute because she's only here as reinforcement, so her taking damage doesn't really bother us. Majik has taken damage. She's very close to being knocked out. But she has taken the hound out.
It was your time.
She's injured. We knew that was coming. Okay, the hunter takes damage and his block is now gone, but he will gain more block in a second anyway. More reinforcements. Next one, who's she attacking? As long as she doesn't attack Majik, we're okay. Okay, more altars and monuments. So, okay, another monument now in. We've got to be careful of these. This is when the fight gets pretty difficult. We don't really have to take out all the enemies. The focus has to be just the Nest Mother. Once we take her out, that's mission complete. So the enemies, obviously, the more we take them to take out, the less damage we take between turns. This is getting tricky though now. And they keep doubling, which is not helpful. Don't want loads of them. How many enemies are now in play? Then their health will be quite low. But that's a lot of enemies in play now. Because they keep doubling up. And now they've made another big guy, just to make things harder for us. So that's 3 big guys now.
This world has no hope under your...
And now she's guarded. Okay, this has suddenly got quite difficult. That monument of warding, what has that done? They're all targeting Majik as well. Okay, Scarlet Witch is done. A reinforcement. I wish someone else had come, not her, to be fair. Mild injury for Majik, so we've got to be aware of that.
Tired of these distractions.
Okay, this is Monument of Warding. Gives 66 block to random enemy each turn. Right. Are they targeting... Oh, they're targeting Ghost Rider, to be fair. Just looking at... Majik's being targeted by this one, that's what we've got to worry about. She'll be knocked down the minute someone attacks her. Right, we need to focus on these. How much health does she have? 264. Whatever we do, we need to take care of these monuments. Let's get rid of... Let's use Lash first. We just need to make sure we're taking these out of play, or even the small ones, to be fair. Who's targeting Majik? Because otherwise we will lose her. So let's see. We've got to... That won't knock it out, but it will damage it to a point. It will be knocked out in one hit. Let's do that. Okay.
You bring judgment upon yourself.
What have we got? We've got Whip for the Hunter. Does use heroism though. We have got Retribution, which is another knockback, but there's no one position we're in. I'll knock this one into there potentially. That will give us 2 that will give us 2 heroism. This isn't really enough to do anything major, but I think that's our best move at this point. It's just too many enemies. We can't target everyone. That's the downside. There's too many. Right, Nest Mother injured though. We're nowhere near getting her down though. Right, we can do Whip, which will knock this out. We need basically to get one of these big guys in. Everyone's low health. They're basically one attack kills. But there's a lot of them. And that's the problem. That's damage for us is going to be immense. Hellride would be the bonus here, but I just think we could do a line of enemies here. But we just haven't got the ability to at the minute. Okay. Can we knock him out by that? No. I'd rather we knock someone out. And take a monument with us. That still won't knock him out. That's not helpful. We can do that, but it won't knock him out. But it will knock out the monument, which is damage to the Nest Mother. I think that's our only real choice here at this point. We can still push him, but potentially knock him out with a push, to be fair.
Lilith herself could not best.
Right, 44 damage. We're still struggling. This is going to be tricky. Especially since I think we're about to lose Magique as well. 176 health left. I want to think we can push him into him. Yeah, we can knock them both out with one push here. We couldn't knock out both big guys with one though, so we'll do that. I need the card play refunded, but it's not going to do it. Okay, we need a quick move essentially, which will give us an extra card play. I think that's everything we can do. We can throw a rock, potentially. This at that. That's another one done. More damage, Nest Mother. Obviously, we're using heroism, but I don't think we've got much choice. That's more damage to Nest Mother. She is now down to, let's have a look at her health. 132. Now, we have got one thing we can do, which is heal Scarlet Witch, heal Magique. I'll give her some health back.
This should help.
Right, she might survive the turn now. Yes, she's got an injury, which we'll have to heal once the mission's done. But she should survive the turn, hopefully. We've got nothing else we can do. We're out of moves. Let's see if we can survive, shall we? This is getting tricky, though. There's too many enemies. They're doing lifesteal as well, so they're actually taking Ghost Rider's health and healing themselves. 72 damage, she's wounded, she's going to be knocked out. So even healing her wasn't enough. We can bring her back on our turn, but yeah, even healing her wasn't enough. Another monument. We're going to have a look at what effect that has on us.
Fall before me.
Found Ghost Rider as well. That's going to be an issue for us. We are struggling with this. There's just so many enemies everywhere. Big guys keep getting multiplied, which doesn't help us. And all we've got to do is take out the Nest Mother. That's all we've got to aim for. But it's just trying to get to her. Although that block is getting smaller and smaller. Right, moderate injury for Magique. That block is only 19 this time. Okay, what have we got? Quick slash is knockback. To be fair, we could take out that block and attack the Nest Mother directly. That's something we could do. Gain concealed when damaged. What does this one do? All enemies will explode with 33 damage when KO'd. Will they now? Okay. Forceful knockback. If this guy's going to be KO'd, knock him into that. He's going to explode as well and do damage to everyone else. Let's see how this works, shall we? Explode, please. It didn't explode. I'm sure that said it would explode. It didn't explode. It should have exploded. Protection loss. Right, we can now attack the Nest Mother directly, though. We've got the card play back as well. So now, if we focus on the Nest Mother, and try and do as much damage to her as possible, that will do 71 out of the 132 needed to damage her. We gain 1 heroism. I'm just seeing how much heroism we can gain here. In fact, his whip uses it, which isn't ideal. Let's get rid of Holy Burst and see what we get instead. Guarding Strike. No, it doesn't help us. Okay, I think we have to use this on Nest Mother. Remember, the whole point of this mission is take her out. Okay, there we go. All the linen will now target the hunter, but I think we can take her out in this next attack. Right, Faith Breaker. We've got to check what that does to us. Everyone is now targeting the hunter. That's not good for the hunter.
They have not lost interest.
Dealing direct damage to the next one will taunt every linen on the battlefield. Everyone is attacking the hunter at the end of this turn. Okay, 61 damage needed to knock her out, which I think we can do now. And now we're mission done, and we've somehow survived this. Guardian Strike will knock her out. Somehow we've managed to survive. I didn't think we would. Although saying that, if we down... I don't know how many times we need to down her. She may need downing twice, which if she does, we're in trouble. But let's do Guardian Strike. Is she down, or is she done? No, she's out. Please tell us mission finished. We are damaging ourselves, these explosions. They actually have worked in the end. But we've done it. Wow, that was tough. I think the enemy's mistake there was because they kept replicating the big guy, the shield got so low, it was a lot easier to take him out in the end. But we've survived it. Magic's going to be injured, but we'll sort that out when we get back to the Abbey. But we have the parts from the power. Johnny Blaze gave it to Ghost Rider.
Inside me, you know? Who's to say I won't?
You are not Blaze, Robbie.
But I led you straight to him. Played right into his little game. If Ileana hadn't been there...
But I was there, Robbie. As you are always for me. It is time we go home.
Well, we got what we came for.
Blaze. And when I do...
Bobby Reyes is not happy with Blaze.
He will know the true face of vengeance.
Okay, we won't get more than 1 star because we had a downed hero, which isn't some one of those things. We did gain 50 gloss though, 1 star, an epic gamma coil, that will help massively, and 219 credits, which is more upgrades we can now do. And we're going back to the Abbey. So it'll be night time, so we'll have to see what we've got to do at night. There may be people to talk to. I think one of the clubs might be on, to be fair. But in theory, the mission was successful. We gained the parchment of power, which was the whole point. We also met Mephisto for the first time. Friendship gained with Ghost Rider and Magic. Okay, Robbie Reyes wants to talk to us, and Magic wants to talk to us. And so does Agatha. There's still so much we need to do around the map. So we've got to let's quickly pet the dog. Can we pet the dog? You're not giving me the option, are you? No. Don't know why he wasn't giving me the option to pet Charlie. Right, where's Robbie? Where are they?
The Limbo adventure.
Nico's there. Doctor Strange, caretaker. Scarlet Witch, Magic is in there. I don't know where Ghost Rider is. Captain Marvel, Deadpool, Wolverine, Blade and Nico. Agatha wants to speak to us. I don't know where Blade is. Where Ghost Rider is. We'll have to speak to Magic first, then I think.
You're surprised Blaze gave up the Parchment of Power?
They're all talking about the Parchment of Power being given up. Let's go to Magic first then. They're not showing up on the actual map to speak to, but it tells us we need to.
Look at me. You've gone through so much, and here I am getting comfort from you like a selfish jerk. Almost as bad as an Avenger.
You're not that bad, Ileana, I promise.
Liar. I might as well put on a cape and start calling myself Doctor.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You saw your tormentor today. That couldn't have been easy.
It's good to have you back, sister.
It's good to be back, sister.
There's that bond between the two of them,
We'll
isn't
finish
it?
this conversation later. Looks like someone wants to talk to you. She's all yours.
Right, let's speak to Magic then. Obviously,
Come sit, Hunter.
her
I can tell you want to.
issues with Mephisto are quite big.
Johnny Blaze's master
So I'm
plan
curious
was
to how
entrust
she's
the
going to deal with
parchment
that.
of power to Mephisto. Bravo, Ghost Rider. You wanted to know who was behind the Soulless. Now we all know.
We do all know. Mephisto.
How do you know Mephisto?
He was the Dark Lord who kidnapped me from this realm and dragged me to Limbo. He raised me as his daughter. He's the only father I ever knew. And my biggest enemy.
I guess we both come from dysfunctional families. That explains a lot about you. You deserve better. We both came from dysfunctional families.
So, we are both the children of demons.
Dysfunctional childhoods are
Friendship
something
level
all
gained?
the sons have in common.
And yet, you overcame yours. If you can do that, you can overcome anything.
Yes, I believe that. Suffering makes us strong. In a way, I owe him everything. Even though he took everything from me. He made me Darkchild. Gave me the gift of ruling Limbo. And today, I booted him from it. And it wasn't the first time.
I'm sure he'll be back though, that's the thing. Are you feeling guilty? Everything of taking the throne again? Are you feeling a little... everything taking the throne?
Have you considered ever resuming your reign as ruler of Limbo?
Ruling sounds attractive from afar.
Friendship level gained?
Imagine yourself on this giant throne made of 1,000 skulls, having servants fulfill your every whim, having power over everything and everyone you see. But alas, that is not the reality. Being in charge is full of administrative work, managing ungrateful minions, making and keeping demonic pacts. It's boring and arduous. And I don't do boring.
She doesn't do boring.
I can see that.
Besides, what would the Midnight Suns do without me? My place is here, tormenting Caretaker and Strange. Well, that's enough about Limbo for today. We must look forward to the challenges that lay ahead.
Sleep well tonight, Ileana. You deserve it.
Good night, Hunter.
Okay. 2 friendship level gained of her. We can compliment her, to be fair. Well, we're not close enough to friendship level to actually gain anything. Right, where is Robbie? I can't see him. If I can't see him, I can't go and speak to him. Agatha, I know Agatha wants to talk to us. The only place it possibly could be is the shop, which won't show up on the map. I think we have to go and find get to the shop. It's the only place I think he could be.
You got to be bored watching me practice defensive role.
We'll get to it and see if he's there. I've got to try and remember the way. To get there is quite tricky. And it's easy to forget which way you got to go, especially around the grounds. Okay, I think this is the entrance to the shop. There's no saying he's here, I'm guessing he's here. Because I can't see him elsewhere on the map. He is here. There we go, we can now talk to him.
I'm kind of busy right now.
Cleaning your car?
It's gotta be done.
You made a good choice, I think, but I'm guessing he was there. I'm sorry you have to carry the parchment. You must be upset about Blaze. I'm sorry you have to carry the parchment.
I am sorry you are stuck with the burden of the parchment, Robbie.
Don't be. It's fine.
We lost a friendship level for that.
Help. I said it's fine.
If there is something you need to get off your chest.
You mean like the parchment? No. It's in there pretty snug. I'm doing great otherwise. It's not like any major life role models attempted to sell us out to Mephisto recently.
I think he's not happy with Blaze.
Robbie,
Thanks for checking on me, Hunter. Later.
That's it.
I just want to be alone right now.
We did lose a friendship level for our answer. To be fair, we could actually compliment him, which would gain friendship. We're close to getting to level 2 friendship with him. So let's compliment him. Plus 5 friendship. So that's a little bit close to level 2 friendship. So who do we need to speak to now? I think it's just Agatha. It is just Agatha. We still need to look around the grounds. There's things we're still missing that we need to find. Agatha wants to chat as well. And then once I spoke to Agatha, we can then go to sleep, unless she's got something for us to do. And then from there, new day, new missions, new upgrades. Can't see anything to pick up at the minute. We need to find the 2 more statues as well. Oh, there we go, oyster mushrooms. There's 2 more statues to find for the eyes to light up. So we don't know what happens when that happens. That's something we've got to figure out. We do need to do some looking around the grounds. There's the statues there. We've done 2 of them. But we still need 2 more. I don't know. I'm going the wrong way, I think. Where's the Abbey? Right, let's go and speak to Agatha, see what she needs. She's the one that tends to push us to look around the Abbey, so she might be wanting us to do something like that.
Perhaps Ileana mistrusts me.
Before we speak to her, see if we can gain any arcane knowledge. Not by the looks of it. Oh, there's some heroic essence there, though. Right, let's see what she needs.
The Parchment of Power is here, within the walls of the Abbey.
I assume you overheard Robbie or someone talking about it.
No. I could feel its power the moment it arrived. It was a numbing dread, the likes of which I have never experienced before. I worry for Robbie.
Do you not think he can handle it?
Sarah and Strange probably won't bring this up around him, but that parchment is not just random Latin phrases. It contains the words of Chthon himself. They are as dangerous as nuclear weapons.
Oh wow, that is a lot of responsibility on Robbie Reyes then. I've heard these words, the parchment is safe. The parchment is safe.
Do not worry. It is better to have the parchment protected here with Robbie in the Abbey than out there in the world.
Maybe you're right. But knowing it's so close to us still makes me uneasy.
The page will not be with Robbie long. If Stark's plan succeeds, we will be rid of Chthon's only toehold in our world.
Perhaps. The parchment is just one page of many, all carrying Chthon's vile message. Those pages were scattered across the globe. The hope was that they would remain hidden forever. Yet man, in his infinite wisdom, decided to collect them and bind them into the Darkhold.
And now Robbie has the final page.
I pray he is strong enough to carry it.
I think he is strong enough to carry it, to be fair. Okay, has everyone spoken to? I don't think we can craft anything. No. So, we could go looking around, but I think let's go to sleep and move on to the next day, because we've got a few things we need to do the next day. So let's go and do that. And see what happens next day. It should be a general mission next, because generally every story mission is locked until you've done a general mission first. We need to put magic into the healing place as well, because obviously she got hurt. Let's see what messages we've got. Okay, Carol Danvers wants to speak to us. I'm guessing that's the level up for our friendship level. Yeah. It's time for a rematch. It's time for weapon of choice as a controller. So we've got to go and do some gaming with Captain Marvel, and it should be a friendship level up.
No! How can this be? You have vanquished me once again.
This is the life. Kicking it with the legendary hunter. And kicking said legendary hunter's ass at a fighting game.
You think I'm legendary?
Do you really think I'm legendary, Carol?
Well, there are certainly legends
Friendship
about
level
you.
gained?
At least prophecies about saving the world. I'm beginning to think you can.
You do?
You're certainly saving me from boredom.
Rematch, then?
You realize that you'll need to win the next 3 matches to beat me.
Just press that forsaken restart button already.
Okay, but I'm not going easy on you, Hunter. You're way too good for that.
I am good now, huh?
Yeah, just not at this game.
There we go. Level up friendship gain. So level 2 now with Carol Danvers. We're halfway to level 7 for the team friendship. Okay, who needs to speak to us? So Scarlet Witch wants to speak to us, and we've got upgrades to do. So there's actually not much before we pick a mission.
Stop being so defensive and listen to us, Robbie.
We're just worried about you, that's all.
No need to be worried. I got this.
I don't think you fully understand what you're carrying. The parchment packs a lot of evil.
And what? You don't think I can handle it? I'll have you know that you aren't the only one who has a corner on controlling darkness. Just ask Sparky.
We're just concerned.
Concerned? You're starting to sound an awful lot like Caretaker, Nico.
Since when did you become such a jerk?
Since he started carrying that damn page, that's
Why don't you worry about yourself, Blade?
The team was quite harmonious, but now there seems to be divides again.
Maybe I will. I'm out.
Well, we tried.
The parchment of power is no joke. Then again, neither is Robbie. Let's just hope he's right and he can handle it.
Yeah, let's hope.
The team was doing so well, and now there's divides. We need to speak to Robbie Reyes. She's over there. Before that, let's speak to Wanda Maximoff. She wants help. See what she needs us to do.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
They were talking about the power to see the future. Carol said if she had it, she'd lock up anyone before they could commit a crime. Tony disagreed colourfully. Okay. If something terrible would happen, should I do nothing, I would do everything I could to prevent it. That's 3 Captain Marvel friendship and 10 Hunter resilience. Every future is one of a multitude of possibilities. You cannot punish someone for what they might do. I kind of agree with Iron Man, to be fair. Tony Stark is right. You can't punish someone for what they might do, because there's always a chance they won't do it. We'll gain 10 Hunter willpower and 3 Iron Man friendship, so that's the answer we're going to pick. Okay. We'll do all our upgrades before we speak to Robbie. We've got no end of gifts as well to give out at some point, whenever we get a chance to speak to people. So, let's see what we get from the Epic Gamma Coil. And research is always done. Advanced materials completed. So we've got a new Forge upgrade, which is the robotic arm. Salvaging hero abilities grants 33% more essence. Now, we can't do the Gamma Accelerator. Doesn't tell me, because we need to be level 8. So Devil's Deal's the next one. Forge upgrades, how much credits have we got? 249. We should really do an upgrade in here. We did an upgrade in the War Room last. And we still got a couple more upgrades to do there, to be fair. I think unlock additional items for crafting might be the right one here.
I can feel the mystical.
So we've got the item bench number 2. So we can craft better items for combat. Research is currently being done. Gamma Coil analysis, let's have a look.
Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you?
It's an epic one, so we should get some decent moves, hopefully. Let's see what we get. I'm not too worried about the Hunter's moves. I think we need better moves for Magic and Ghost Rider, to be fair. New Ghost Rider ability, Immolate. Enemies KO'd by Ghost Rider will explode to 32 damage for 2 turns. That's not bad. Hunter ability, it's got 6. Oh wow, that's a really strong ability. It costs a lot of heroism though. While in hand, reduces cast cost by 1 each turn.
I feel like I could automate this process.
That's a lot of damage. Trapdoor, but it's modded. Move an enemy if enemy is targeting plus 25 damage. Holy Burst, which obviously we could upgrade it if we pick that one. The modded trapdoor looks quite good, and it can be upgraded. So I think we'll pick that. That's a really strong move, but costs a fortune in heroism. I like the idea of the Immolate. So let's do that. I don't think the Hunter needs new moves at the minute.
Until next time.
We got, oh, Scarlet Witch wants to talk to us. Why does Scarlet Witch want to talk to us? Everyone wants to talk to us, suddenly. Okay. Hey, I'm having the best day, but spend time with you. Okay, we've got to go and speak to Robbie Reyes. Before we do that, Wanda also wants to see us. Okay, let's speak to Wanda first.
Thanks for coming out to meet me.
I'm not too sure why she suddenly wants to talk to us out the blue, but let's find out.
I actually wanted to ask you a question, if that's all right.
Ask away.
Why are you being so nice to me? I mean, I was your mortal enemy at some point, and I was the one who, you know, with Agatha. Wasn't expecting you, of all people, to warm up to me.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
We all make mistakes, Wanda.
To be fair, it
We
wasn't
all
her
deserve
fault.
a chance to make up for them.
Well,
Friendship
I've
level
made some
gained?
pretty big ones. Some would say unforgivable, even. Not sure if you noticed, but everyone seems to be afraid of me around here. Everyone except for you, that is.
Better to be feared than loved. You're not that scary. What about Magic and Nico? Yeah, Nico and Magic are really friendly with her.
That is not true. Nico and Magic are not afraid of you. And neither are Robbie or Blade, for that matter.
Yeah, they
Two
are.
friendship level gained?
They just don't want to hurt my feelings by showing it. Anyway, I just wanted to say, thanks for not hating me. Or something along those lines. I'm glad you're here.
You too, Wanda.
Okay. Friendship level up for Scarlet Witch. She is now level 1 friendship. Our team level friendship went up as well. We were nearly getting the 7. Okay, Robbie Reyes wants to speak to us as well. I want to see what new items we can craft now as well. Okay, here we go. Some new stuff. We need some essence. The next mission will probably be a general mission, and we have to get some essence. Because we need to be able to heal. So recovering that's cure, isn't it? What is it? That one's quite good actually. We'll hold off on that spending essence at the minute though. We can't currently heal people in combat with items. I think we're done then. I'm just checking there's no essence to pick up. Oh, there is some there. There we go. Before we speak to Robbie, we need to speak to him twice to be fair. Let's have a look at upgrades we can do here. Yard upgrades, we need more money. We can actually buy Deadpool's food truck. We need 1 more credit though, unfortunately. Combat therapy, we need to send Magic in to be healed. Okay, let's have a look at abilities. Before we do that, we need to put the new abilities we just gained onto people. So Magic here, we gained an ability for her. Trapdoor, so that can be in place of this trapdoor. Because it's a modded ability. Well, they're saying, oh, it does less damage, but if we upgrade it using that trapdoor, we should gain the same amount of damage back. And then Ghost Rider, he got a new move as well. Immolate, I'm trying to see what we can use. It's got a few moves we could really use, to be fair. Rather than how this gains 33 damage the next time it's damaged by an ability. Hell's Fury is pretty good. So where do we fit it in? I'm not a fan of Hellrider taking damage. Sometimes we don't have a choice. Let's take out Lash and put in Immolate. Drain Soul works really hard. Hellrider is incredible. Hell's Fury is pretty good. We could actually upgrade Lash as well. I'm not really that a fan of Helmuth, to be fair. Can we take that out and put in Hell's Fury? We can. Yeah, Helmuth is just a bit frustrating because you've got to get people to go into it, and I'm not that fussed about that. Okay. Now we can look at upgrading moves.
Caretaker could have
we may not have the essence to do it, but we might as well have a look. So we need 90 attack essence, we've got 39, so we can't do Magic's upgrade. We can do Lash, which is gains us quick, which means gaining quick, we get the card play back. It's 30 attack essence. We can't do Hell's Fury because we need 125 heroic essence. So Lash can be upgraded, so we'll do that. Okay, we can also train with someone now. We've got a few hunter abilities to be upgraded, but we're kind of settled with his deck for the time being. Daily sparring, this is going to cost us credits, but it's worth doing. We get a rare blueprint, friendship XP, and strength as well for whoever we train with. I'm thinking someone that's lower level to try and get them up. We have got the training portal we can use, but the downside today is some characters aren't suited to that type of training. Nico being one of them, Doctor Strange struggles with it, Magic will struggle. Anyone else I think will survive it, apart from those 3. So let's train with Doctor Strange. Just because he's still only friendship level 1, this will gain him a little bit more. Plus, we need to use him in battle a bit more. So 3 friendship XP gained, a training XP, rare blueprint, and he's now got an extra 10 strength. Okay, that's all our upgrades there done.
Later.
I'm guessing the next thing we should do is speak to Robbie Reyes then. A gloss over here and a bit of credits. Before we speak to Robbie Reyes, actually. There's always so much to do between missions. War room upgrades, we've still got 2 to do, but we need a lot more credits, that's fine.
I'm here if you need
We haven't got any intel ops to do. We gained an upgrade here to actually give missions more challenges to get better rewards. Right, where is Robbie Reyes? If we go to Superlink, it will take us straight there. So let's go and speak to Robbie Reyes. This should be a friendship level up, I believe.
Pedal to the Hydra metal, huh, Hunter? Haven't seen the Hellride this fired up since, well, ever. I thought she could use a little tune-up, and we could use a little break to catch up.
What is on your
this
mind,
should be a
Robbie?
friendship level up.
Honestly,
May get us the
just
team
wanted to
friendship
say
level
thanks.
7.
I was starting to feel like a fifth wheel around here for a while. But lately, not so much. Even though Sparky agrees. Well, both of us, just wanted to say thanks. Nice to feel useful. Know what I mean?
That's what friends are for.
Friends help each other, Robbie. That is what we are here for.
We do have to treat the younger characters differently to the
It's
older
not always
Avengers.
easy talking about this stuff.
Friendship level gain though.
I didn't exactly grow up in as friendly a neighborhood as Spider-Man.
Nor did I. My mother made sure of that.
Yeah, with me it was my uncle. Something else we have in common, I guess. Who would have thought? A 300-year-old demon hunter from Old Salem, Massachusetts, hanging with the spirit of vengeance from East LA, in a magically restored transient Abbey, as, you know, friends.
Who would have thought, eh?
Stranger things have happened. And will happen, I'm sure.
And I look forward to all of them.
Friendship level up. So that has gained level 2 friendship with Robbie Reyes. We've also upgraded our team friendship level to 7. We'll see that in a second. We have now got a common passive ability for Ghost Rider, which is Soul Collector. We fill the souls meter and increases maximum health by 15%. Team friendship up to level 7. Okay, we now need to go back to Robbie Reyes because we actually need to speak to him for the main story. Ah, it's in the square. We've got 2 of these lit up. We still need to find the other 2. Interesting is here though.
I just felt this need to be out here.
Let's speak to him and see if he's okay.
Something about Jeremiah Kane's statue drew me. Guess it's that old spirit of vengeance connection, huh?
And then after this,
Like
it should be
you,
mission time.
Kane carried more burdens than any one man should.
Yeah, so he knew how the big honor could also become a curse.
Do you feel like you have been cursed?
Absolutely. I mean, it's awesome to be one of the Midnight Suns and have the incredible responsibility of carrying the Parchment of Power. But it also really sucks.
Nobody said it would be easy. You are now the most powerful member of the team. Hopefully your time in the Parchment will be short. Nobody said it would be easy.
No one ever said our tasks would be easy, especially now.
I get it.
Friendship level
It
gained?
would just be nice if the price of failure wasn't, you know, the end of the world.
Blaze's betrayal probably soured your outlook.
About that. I keep thinking about what happened back in Limbo. Right before all the fighting broke out, when Blaze told me you were the key to the Parchment, the prophecy, all of it. And that if we took you out, the world might survive.
Robbie.
I know what you're gonna say. Don't trust Blaze. I get it. Which is why I'm thinking I should read this parchment for myself and find out exactly what caused him to get so worked
should he
up
read
about
it though? I don't think he should. That would be very dangerous. Will you turn on us just like Blaze did? I don't want to know what it says. That would be dangerous.
The forces of the Parchment and the Darkhold are not to be trifled with, Robbie. You cannot expect to read the page the way you would a normal book.
Oh boy, here we go. More of that. This is beyond you, Robbie.
That's not what we're
I've been
saying.
hearing this junk since I asked to see my first R-rated movie as a kid. Guess what? I snuck into those movies, and I can sneak a peek at the parchment.
Trust me, this is not the same as childhood misbehavior. You are gambling not just with your life, but the lives of all of those who love you.
Fine, forget it. I'm not gonna read the page. Happy now?
Yeah, we are happy.
I am relieved, yes. But what are you going to do instead?
I'm gonna do what I normally do. Sit and worry. And hope Stark hurries up with whatever he's building in the forge.
That may take a while.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear you say that. After all
Okay,
this,
Tony Stark now wants to
better
talk
get
to
a
us
statue of my
as
own
part of the main story. I'm guessing it's about whatever he's building to try and destroy this parchment of power. So let's see what he's got for us. It will be mission time once all these conversations are had.
Just tell me.
I already told you.
That was just a bunch of hocus-pocus mumbo-jumbo. Authored by the hand of a corrupted elder god, vile, unspeakable evil power contained within its pages. I get it. The Darkhold is bad. But I'm a scientist. I need facts, examples, highlights, lowlights.
Are you really asking me for a book report on the Darkhold?
I mean, I could just blast the page to smithereens without knowing the context, but understanding it is so much more interesting.
Context or no context, I'm still skeptical that your plan will actually work.
Well, okay, then share your deep insights with me, Dr. Spooky. Come on.
I do like the way these two argue.
No beans to spill, Tony. I think I need some fresh
The,
air.
the issues they have are quite cool. Iron Man doesn't like magic. He doesn't agree with magic, doesn't believe in magic. Obviously, Doctor Strange is magic. And you see that coming out so much.
See you there, Hunter.
Right, let's see what Tony needs from us.
I guess you're wondering why Strange and I were getting into it.
I saw enough.
He gets so huffy and precious when it comes to his magic stuff. Everything has to be shrouded in mystery, like he's on stage in Vegas or something. I think he's afraid I'm going to turn around and become an even greater sorcerer than he is.
Hard to blame. Aren't you two supposed to get along now? Or maybe you understand things you don't. You're supposed to get
I thought
along.
you two had put your rivalry behind you. Are you not supposed to be getting along?
I guess you could say we get along like family.
That is...
Well, in that he's the annoying cousin who comes to visit and then burns weird incense and never leaves.
Surely there is a way for you both to work together in harmony.
You'll never catch us
Can
in the
they
same
be
barbershop
harmonious, though?
quartet. But, given enough time, I'm sure I can reverse engineer an Elder God's programming language. Sure, you may not be able to understand what I'm saying, but that's not my problem.
So you think the Darkhold is no different from some fabulous bit of technology?
Oh, absolutely. And like any other fabulous bit of technology, it's only a matter of time before I figure out how to do what I want to do with it. Every problem has a solution, my resurrected friend. And I'm going to find it.
I believe you can handle it. The Darkhold is not a toy. Famous last words.
It will be a challenge, but I know you can.
Got to believe that Stark can do it, don't we,
Well, you
really?
don't have to tell me twice.
Friendship level gained.
Actually, you can tell me several times. I'm such a shameless sucker for praise.
And what about Strange? Are you going to let him sulk?
Oh, I'll find Dr. Spooky later and explain my position clearly. Make sure he understands.
It might help if you stop calling him Dr. Spooky.
Generally, that's a good thing
right.
to stop
I should use
saying.
his name. Stephen Spooky.
I give up.
Okay.
Well, don't give up yet. You need to get the research going on the Gamma Accelerator.
Yes, we need to check
I've got
what we
the
need
pieces
for
of
this.
Dad's research, and I'm ready to go. I'm serious about getting.
So
the
we
research
need to
started.
start the Gamma Accelerator's research. Well, at the minute we can't. I'm pretty sure
Tony is your highlight.
we need to be level 8. We're only level 6, so we need to do 2 missions with an artifact to get our research level up. That's the only thing we can do to get that started.
Find more
So
coil, send it my way.
we're going to have to go and do a general mission until with an artifact. So we've got a couple of general missions to do. We're going to do one at a time. But that's what we need to focus on. Then the story mission is actually locked behind. Oh, magic needs to be available for that. Actually, a legendary gamma coil. Once we get to that story mission, that's the first legendary gamma coil we've seen. But we need. Annoyingly, we need artifacts. I'd rather go for like an epic intel cache because that gains us more. There is an epic artifact there. What else have we got? Gamma coil and blueprints. Essence. We need essence for upgrading moves as well. I think we're going to have to do this mission here with Iron Man because we need the epic artifact. We're going to need 2 of those. But we'll have to see if this mission will give us one as well. Okay, so Summoning Circle is a mission we need to do. Play 3 abilities with active redraw bonuses. To be fair, that mission's possible. That will give us an intel cache. Only a common one though. But that mission is possible because we have redraw abilities on Iron Man who has to do this mission. So we're going to do that. It's going to cost us 7 intel, but I think we can do it. Now, normally we don't take the Hunter on general missions because it's a chance to use other characters to get their powers and levels up. So we've got to think who we want to use here. Obviously, Iron Man has got to be in the mission. We can view his deck. He has got a lot of redraw abilities, so that should complete that task. Who are the lower level characters with the lower friendship level? Because they're the ones we should be using. Nico is actually quite high friendship, just a low level in general. We should be using Doctor Strange a little bit. We haven't really used him enough. Do you know what? Let's send in the 3 Avengers. Iron Man, Doctor Strange, and Captain America. I think that's not a bad team. Combat items, we've got no healing ones, annoyingly. Gain a redraw. Let's put that in. We have started using combat items a bit more than we did previously. Select a hero, their attacks apply 2 bleed. I think that's the only thing we can really do. No, let's put Battlefield Scanner in. Because then we can draw cards. I think that's the right thing to do there. So it'll be interesting to see how this team gets on, to be fair. Obviously, Captain America is quite a good defensive guy. He takes a lot of damage. Iron Man is quite offensively good. And he's got the stuff we need to do the challenge. And Doctor Strange, I'm still unsure of how to use Doctor Strange. Right, we've got to stop the Mystics summoning a Lilin. So we need to interrupt all 3 Mystics.
Succeed in opening that rift, they'll call even more of Lilith's
And obviously one is protected. We've got to remember we've got a challenge to do as well. Something we need to think about. We can, this will be turn-based before the Lilin arrives. Environmentalist. To play Iron Man abilities with active redraw bonuses 3 times. Also, environmental damage has gone up because of Iron Man. Environmental attacks do 75% more damage. So, what do we got? Remember, we need to do Iron Man with redraws. So, if we redraw Blast, that will add Forceful. There we go, so that's 1 done. We just now need to use the move. I'm thinking, I can't, I was going to try and put him into there, to be fair. Can we put someone into this? We need that to explode to do more damage. Not really. Positioning isn't really helpful here. Because we can knock into other people, but not into what we want to knock into. How many turns have we got to survive? 4 turns before the Mystics summon the Lilin. So we can move this Mystic, and that interrupts 1. So that's 1 done at least. We might as well do damage at the same time. Annoyingly, we're not taking anyone out. So there's a Mystic interrupted at the very least. We've got to make sure we get this bonus done though.
That's 1 Mystic out.
That is 1 Mystic dealt with. Okay. We could redraw this one. Mark target. So anyone we take out with this will gain a card play back, which is important. We'll make sure we get as many people on it as possible, really. I think that's the best move, because we can probably take the Hound out pretty easily. Them 2 there. Yeah, I think that's the best move.
Here we go.
And that's the second Iron Man challenge 1 done. We need 1 more. So we need 1 more of those challenges done for Iron Man. And then that's the challenge done, and that's the rewards done. Okay. Can get a card play back here if we do this right. We have got a quick punch. We've got no more redraws left this turn anyway. We've got to be aware of how much damage we're going to take as well, to be fair. So we could take this guy out with Captain America, and that should give us the card play back as well.
I'm going in.
Card play should be refunded. It is indeed. Okay, we've still got Surgical Strike. Unfortunately, it can't chain very well because we've only got one in hand. Captain America, Iron Man blows this up. That will take him out and damage this Mystic. We could actually injure all Mystics in one go, but because we can injure this Mystic next, we won't win the challenge, and we need to make sure we get the challenge done. So let's do that.
Sure, why not?
But yeah, we can actually finish this mission really quickly.
Another Mystic out of the ritual, almost there.
But the issue is doing so actually goes against us at this point. Save the heroism. We have got to move. I'm just seeing if we can actually push them into Iron Man to do a bit of damage there. What about this person? There's a 25% chance we can make them fall off. 25% chance to fall off. No chance to fall off. Bit of damage though. This guy can't make him fall off, but a bit of damage. I don't know what the best move is actually. We've still got a card play left as well, which is let's play this. This will give us 4 card plays next turn.
Let's give it a go.
Now,
Gift from ancient traditions.
So we can get the challenge done next turn. Right, we've got 1 attack left. I'm just trying to see where the best option is here. I'm thinking actually, Captain America, push the Mystic into that, explode that, damage them both. Won't knock them out, but at least it's damage done. Right, we're going to need to survive a few hits here. Let's see how we do. The challenge is the important thing.
Reaching for something to call for.
I don't want to lose the challenge because the challenge is important. Right, Doctor Strange has bleed. Damage twice. 3 times. And now he's wounded as well as bleed. That's not good.
Still online.
Iron Man's hit. Okay. Hounds are now in because they've been summoned. How are we looking? They've linked the souls, so they both have to be KO'd at the same time. Yeah, so they all have to be KO'd at the same time for it to count, to knock them out completely. We only need to damage 1 more Mystic though, so I'm not too worried. Blood hunger as well, we need to check what that does.
I must be doing something right.
Okay. Doctor Strange has given us an extra. We've got 4 card plays this turn. Remember, the challenge is the important thing. Doctor Strange is going to be out at the end of the turn because bleed is going to do 55 damage, and then he's also going to take wounded, which is 21 damage. So yeah, Doctor Strange is going to be out at the end of this turn, but we want to complete the challenge first, and then we need to target this person, but we need to take out this shield, which actually we can do. Let's do redraw there. I think this guy, he might ignore knockback. We'll taunt until the end of the turn. Immune to knockback and force movement. Okay, we do need to take that block down, which I think we can do with Surgical Strike in a second. I think we can win this turn. Before we do though, let's try and take that Mystic out.
Is it done any way we know how?
And that's the redraw move done. That should be challenge complete. There we go, challenge complete. Card play refunded too. We do Surgical Strike on the big guy. That will take his blocks down.
Let's do it.
And I think we can then finish the fight really quickly here by taking out the last Mystic. I don't know if we still have to take out everyone. We just need to injure every Mystic. So, don't want to use Doctor Strange because I know he's going to take damage. We could redraw that to recover health. Iron Man doesn't need health, so we're fine. Let's attack the Mystic.
Here we go.
That's every Mystic now damaged. So that should close the portal. Which it has.
Hydra officer.
Now we need to defeat all enemies. I knew this wasn't going to be over. Defeating the enemies is now the issue. Especially since we're going to lose Doctor Strange in a minute. Still got 2 card plays and 1 redraw left. Okay, well the Axe of Agamemnon's. Now the downside to these linked souls, it means they all have to be taken down in 1 turn. That's the problem. I think Doctor Strange may need to take the block. Although saying that, he's going to be down at the end of the turn anyway. But if everyone targets him, that means no one else gets hurt. Let's do the Axe of Agamemnon. I'm more thinking the fact if he gets targeted by everyone, no one else is damaged, and that gives us a chance. But he's going to be KO'd anyway. Okay, Wounder's played. End of his turn is when things change. I'm thinking of playing. I want him to come. Everyone to come to us. I don't think he's going to though, because I thought we could damage him enough to take I've got this out, but I don't think we can. We could do this so we've got 4 card plays next turn. That would help us. He's actually going to survive. I think he's going to take 55 damage at the end of the turn, so he will survive. There's a lot of people targeting him. No one's targeting Iron Man. Okay, but we know Doctor Strange is going down. So let's do his gaze, because that gives us an extra move next turn. And then he's going to be KO'd anyway. Okay, so I'm not too worried about him at this point, because we know we're going to lose him. There's no point. Let's redraw the Winds of a Tomb. Just to give us an extra card next turn. There we go. Right, we can still do 1 movement. I think Captain America, can he push the hounds into each other? He can. That's both of them out.
Justice served.
Okay. Everyone bar 1 is going after Doctor Strange. We're going to lose him, which is fine. It means the only other person is this one going after Captain America. Right, let's see what happens. There we go. KO. Doctor Strange is out. We knew the bleed was going to hit him. Oh, there was a second person attacking Captain America. I didn't see him. That's big damage. 98 damage. Wow. Okay. We can recover. We can get him back up. So there is always that chance. The downside is these 3 need knocking out all together in 1 turn. So we kind of need to wait to deal with them, I think. We could redraw that and gain health. Let's do that. So next time we get that move, he's recovered health by redrawing it. We can revive Doctor Strange, but I want to hold off for a minute. Leave it to me. For Iron Man, might be a good move here. Let's redraw that as well. Just gain some block. So all our redraws done, to be fair. I'm trying to see who we can take out, really. There's no point taking these 3 out unless we're confident we can take them all out in 1 go. Air Superiority would be the one I think we should do. We need an extra redraw, though, for that one, because it adds damage. We've got redraw. Draw 2 cards, gain a redraw. Okay, the gain a redraw. Because I'm thinking Air Superiority would be a major one here. Do damage to everyone. We need 1 more. We need 1 more heroism for it. So let's do punch. Will give us the heroism we need. Let's damage the big guy. Yeah, let's do that. We may not fully take the big guy out because of the soul connection. We need to take out the other 2 people as well for it to count. He's soul bound, so unless the other 2 go out this turn, we don't defeat him, he will come back. But what we wanted was Air Superiority. We would redraw this once, add more damage, and it's going to damage everyone in the area. That will still give us 2 card plays left as well. We have got a hero combo as one of those. So let's damage everyone. It's going to knock a few of them out as well, which reduces damage to us. Okay. Now, the Mystics are still left, which is fine. We're just going to make sure we can deal with them. apply to Blessed. Double damage dealt to Lina. Okay. Two attacks left. And they've got 121 health and 121 health. Not ideal. He's already down. Won't do any more damage by hitting them, and that won't take her down. Got to try and see what move we can do here that's actually going to do the damage we need to survive this. I could do Bless, which is double damage. Only leaves us one card play though. They're soulbound as well, which means the big guy will be back up at the end of this turn. They're going after Captain America next, so we have to be aware of that. I think Blessing might help. Okay, my thinking is maybe we don't take one of these out because we can't take all three out in one go. We can take two out. Revive. Any soulbound health and equally distribute health between. Okay. Although the health will be distributed, so they will be weaker to be fair. So actually leaving one alive will actually still will help us because they'll have less health.
This shouldn't take long.
And at least the attacks wise on us will only be less because now that's two of them down. It's the third soulbound is the issue.
I'd have guessed a warm body, but I think Lilith.
So this soulbound is our issue, but we can still damage a little bit. That's attacking no one. Let's change to Captain America for a second. We can still move and push. My thinking is try and do a little bit of damage. We can't do much else. There we go. It's only 24, but the other two that are downed will now come back up at the end of the turn because they're soulbound. But the health of this one will now be split between three, which makes the next turn a little bit easier. So that's the end of our turn then. 41 damage and a bleed to Captain America. That wasn't ideal. She's going to open another portal. That's an issue. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, they're now back up, but the health is now equalised. So it's only 32 health each. So I'm hoping that's enough for us to take all three out in one go.
It's almost going.
Blood Hunger always targets the last unit to gain bleed. We've got to be aware that Captain America has bleed. It will take 55 damage. Okay, we have got Quick Punch. Redraw to gain knockback. Just thinking, can we knock back onto them into each other potentially? Let's do that. Target this guy, which will make him out. I was hoping we could knock him into her, because that will be both of them out in one shot, which will save us a move. That is a quick move though, so we do gain the card play back. So that's one down of three, and we've got to focus on the three. So we can take them all down in one go. This is going to make life a lot easier for us. We have got Quick Punch Captain America. He's only going to... yeah, he will take him out. So let's do Quick Punch on the second soulbound. They're down as well. We should get card play refunded there. We do, so we've still got 3 moves. Level up for Captain America, which is a bonus. One of the reasons we put him in this was because we wanted to, you know, increase the level of some of the characters we haven't used as much. Okay. We need to take down this person, and then that's all 3 of them down at the end of the turn, and then it's just this person to focus on. Is that enough to knock them out? It is. So Quick Blast, there's no point redrawing it. We don't gain anything from redrawing it. So let's take them out as well. Perfect. So all 3 soulbound are now out. So they are actually out. There's 1 enemy left to take out now. Card play refunded as well. So it is a case of just take out this last enemy. We've got a hero combo. We'll take them out. So let's do our hero combo to finish off Iron Man and Captain America. Both together for 1 attack. And this should finish the battle for us and make us win. Let's go for it.
Didn't see that coming.
We've done it.
and that is mission complete. So we gained 50 gross. We lost a little bit because we had a hero knocked out, which is Doctor Strange. We gained a 1-star mission rating, which was kind of expected after we knocked out Doctor Strange. An epic Gamma epic artifact, though, which will increase our research level. We need to get to level 8 to continue the story with the Gamma. And we got an intel cache, only common one, but it will help us. It will give us more things we can do. Thanks for the like, brother. Was much appreciated. Okay, we need to have a look at what else we need to do. But it's always nice to do general mission with characters we don't use as much, because it does level them up. Okay, what are we going to do this evening? Deadpool wants to... Blade wants to talk to us because we've got book club, and I think we can do a hangout. We haven't done a hangout in a while. Agatha also wants to speak to us as well. Hangout does increase friendship quite dramatically, so that's something we do want to do. But first, we'll do book club with Blade. Always try and make sure we do everything we can in each evening and each daytime, and then the main mission as well.
Heading to book club.
Right, let's go and do book club. This will involve a lot of talking, a lot of listening, and then a lot of friendship, hopefully.
Meet you there.
Let's head over.
I think Deadpool's joining us for book club. Or was it Wolverine? There was someone new joining us for book club. It's Wolverine. Can't imagine Wolverine in book club. Right.
Whenever I read this book,
speak to Wolverine.
Yeah.
Welcome to book club.
Yeah, okay.
Why is he here? He's definitely not the type.
I didn't realize Steve knew the author. I really should have read this when he first asked.
If you haven't already, you should welcome Logan.
I've welcomed him.
You good?
Let's do it.
I am ready.
Before we start, I want to welcome Logan to the book club. What did you think of the book?
I didn't read it.
See, that's why I'm crazy here.
Guess I'll start. Steve, I really enjoyed this book.
What stood out to you?
The whole point of book club is for Blade to get a bit closer to Carol Danvers.
But
That's
I
the
never
whole
considered
point.
what drives them to do so. Take Custer. He led from the front and was mostly loved by his troops, but his drive for personal glory affected every choice he made. Eventually, Custer picked a fight he couldn't handle. His recklessness led to the death of himself and every soldier he commanded.
Leaders should never seek personal glory. Good riddance, customers. Few lies about a leader's direction. Few would risk their lives about a leader's direction. Let's do that.
It was Custer's
Friendship gained
responsibility
with
to judge
Captain
what
Marvel.
risks his soldiers would take. His decision to fight at Little Bighorn was the wrong one, but it was his duty to make it.
Yeah, I'm not losing any sleep over that. I think the biggest lesson, beyond don't be Custer, is that an outsized ego is a double-edged sword for a leader.
Also, you can't just get through life with a pretty face.
I thought you didn't read the book.
I didn't, but I picked things up from context.
I learned more about George Washington from this book than anything I was taught in school.
Yeah, that surprised me as well.
Before this, I associated him with statues, paintings, and the dustiest parts of American history. But here we see a military leader whose personal ambition was the victory of his army. He was clear-eyed about his goals and knew how to get out of his own way. Washington led from the top, though he kept counsel with various advisors. Once he made a decision, he expected his subordinates to follow his orders.
That would backfire if Washington wasn't so respected. I've seen you lead that way. He was right to decree what must be done. Yeah, that would backfire.
For less capable
Two
people,
friendship
that
gained with
sounds
Carol
far
Danvers.
too rigid a way to lead.
Yeah, I find it's best to leave some wiggle room. Give your people objectives and the resources to achieve them. More than anyone else in the book, Washington believed true leadership is a contract bestowed upon you by those whom you lead.
And that's where the book gets its title.
Another two friendship with Captain Marvel.
The mantle of authority. It's something that augments you.
Which brings us to our final profile.
We really don't have to do this one.
And now I'm interested.
Steve, how long have you bugged me to read this?
Not because of the chapter on me. You all know General Phillips selected me for the Super Soldier program. For a time, he commanded me in the field, and that's why my profile is in the book. He was kind to say I led by example. Maybe that's how it used to be. But the Avengers isn't a military organization. If I gave Tony an order, he'd laugh in my face.
He probably would, to be fair.
To get anything done, I need the group's consensus. I can't give pretty speeches about the need to sacrifice. I have to show that putting in the effort today will make a better tomorrow.
You make it sound easy. Yeah.
It cannot be as simple
Friendship with
as you
Captain
make it
America?
sound.
Oh, it never is. It's a constant struggle. And you won't always see eye to eye. Still, I find it's absolutely worth the effort. Leadership you can gain, but trust, that you have to earn. But I find little enjoyment in talking about myself, so yeah, let's end it here.
All right, we'll call it here. Next month is Hunter. Do you have any books to
Never
suggest?
Friendship with Captain America?
None from the past few centuries.
Then Logan could pick the next one.
Sure. The Adventures of Crash Morgan #5, The Last Queen of Deimos.
What is that exactly?
Yeah, what is that?
It's about a space explorer with a ray gun, a jetpack, and a fishbowl helmet. Travels through space with a robot dog. They get in wacky adventures.
That's a classic. A buddy of mine had that in basic.
I'm always up for space nonsense.
I'm not, but that's the book. I'll give it a shot.
Okay. We just need to talk to everyone, and then that'll be book club done. And then we can go to a hangout event, and that should be the night over, I believe.
I'm not sure why Logan joined book club if he's not going to read the books.
It is a weird
You
one.
were not required to do so.
Come on, it's the principle.
I'm actually surprised Steve recommended this book.
Why?
Steve can take a compliment, but he's uncomfortable with praise, especially from someone he respects.
Okay, what's Wolverine got
What
to say
did
for
you
himself?
Well, the punch is decent. But there should have been a bigger spread.
Did he only come for the food?
I meant, what did you think
I think
about
he only came for the food.
I just told you. Thumbs up for punch, thumbs down for snacks.
We did wonder why he was there, to be fair. Right, let's speak to Blade.
Well, at least Logan showed up.
You did not think he would.
I wasn't sure he'd be into book club. And I don't know what to expect from that book of his.
It sounds
The
interesting.
name alone has me intrigued.
Maybe you're right. I should learn to roll with the unexpected.
Thank you for the like, what it was much appreciated. You already know
You
how.
welcomed a resurrected demon slayer into your life. Now we read books together.
Can't argue with that. When you first joined, I wanted you to keep an open mind about book club. I owe Logan the same courtesy you showed me.
Good call.
You leaving?
Yep, we're done.
I am taking off.
Good meeting.
So we've got to pick an ability out of these two. Best defense, new Captain America ability. He gains block equal damage dealt for 2 turns. Or we've got another Captain America ability, Brooklyn Handshake, knockback. The target was damaged this turn, becomes a forceful knockback. I think the Brooklyn Handshake is probably better for him. Let's see how that fits in to his deck. They're both new moves though. Let's do that one. He's not a massive damage dealer, so actually doing the damage on him may not be worthwhile just because he doesn't deal a massive amount of damage. Okay, that is everything in here done. I think Agatha wants to speak to us as well. Let's just see if we can get any arcane knowledge by looking at the shelves. Doesn't look like we can. A lot of these we've already looked at, I think. Does Agatha want to speak to us?
Agatha,
She does.
What are you doing?
Casting a protection spell over the Abbey. Now that we are in possession of the Parchment of Power, we must be vigilant in guarding against its influences.
What can I do to help?
What can I do to help?
You can't. This
Okay.
is a very
Nothing we
rare
can do.
form of sorcery.
Trying to help.
Practiced only by those who have passed from this realm. But you can watch over the others. This spell will only prevent the worst type of harm the parchment can inflict, but can't stop it from making mischief completely.
Mischief? What sort
this
of
is the
mischief?
downside of having the parchment here, isn't
There's
it?
no way of knowing for sure. But if there's one thing I am sure of, it's this. The words etched onto the page were written by Chthon himself.
I'm not looking forward to actually meeting Chthon for the first time. He sounds like he's going to be very difficult to beat. So that's going to be an interesting fight. I'm assuming at some point we'll meet him.
And won't stop. Not until Stark finally manages to nuke it from space.
Nuke it from space. And here I was just worried about
more
Robbie.
Concerned how it could harm Robbie, not the rest of us.
I'm concerned for him too. But while the page remains here in the Abbey, it affects us all. Well,
I'm amazed she can still cast a spell while she's dead.
I should really finish this incantation. The spell cannot be completed without it.
I will leave you to it then.
You wouldn't expect her still to have power,
Sleep
would
well,
you?
Hunter. If you can.
Okay. That's her dealt with. I know there's stuff we need to go and have a look for outside, but exploring the Abbey doesn't really interest me as much as it probably should. There are things we know we need to do. Okay. We can do a hangout event with one of these people here. Let's pick everything up first.
Something.
Right.
Someone is going
I think it is just the people with speech marks. It's a hangout event, so we're going to see who's got the most or least friendship level, really, ideally. We also need to change his deck because we've got a new move, didn't we? The Brooklyn Handshake can now be put in. Quick Punch is fine. Doesn't do very much damage. The Punch Plus does the same damage as Brooklyn Handshake. That's a modded move. That's a quick, so we gain an attack back there. I think we just have to take one out. It's the quick move is a bonus, but I think we could take Punch out and put Brooklyn Handshake in, to be fair. It's the same damage. So I think that might be the way forward there. There we go. Right, Doctor Strange is nearly level 2 friendship. Not quite there. Nico's quite high. She's already level 3. So we won't do an evening with her. Who else is sat there? Iron Man and Spider-Man. Where are we with Iron Man and Spider-Man? Iron Man is friendship level 2, nearly level 3. Spider-Man, friendship level 2. So really Doctor Strange, because he's only friendship level 1. So he'll be the one we should really do a hangout event with. And we have to find a gift for him as well. Let's quickly praise Charlie.
Good girl, Charlie.
Oh, there's some essence there.
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again.
A crystal ball. It is crystal.
Almost.
Right, let's speak to Doctor Strange. Go and do a hangout event. Fishing, playing cards, exploring the grounds. Exploring the grounds, I think, will be the right thing for him. So this should increase her friendship level. We need to find the right gift as well, though. We may be able to level him up tomorrow.
How so?
She tries to take charge of the Midnight Suns, but she won't decide for anyone. For her, it must be a consensus before she trusts herself to move forward.
Everyone is their own worst enemy. Nico knows what she's doing. I've noticed the same thing. Yeah.
Nico does hesitate when others rely on her for leadership.
It was easier for her
friendship level
when she
gained.
was the eldest among her band of superpowered runaways.
Again,
Now
if you haven't
she
seen the
fears
Runaways
being
TV
seen as
series,
one
that's
of the
where
youngest.
Nico's from.
Does that matter to you?
Not at all. My loyalties lie with the best idea. If she ever realizes this, perhaps she will not be so hesitant to share them.
Right, we need to find the best gift for him. Crystal Ball, it's only a common. A legendary gives us more points, more friendship levels. So, calling it in a demon, I don't think so. Gothic colouring book, no. Snack box root, Frozen Winters, probably not. Bone candle, for the few that actually like the smell of bone, no. What we got? A Squadron Supreme, other read bad side of yourself for this comprehensive history. I thought it was great. Wonder Man, no. Tactics of the Ancients, probably not. X-Men is probably for Wolverine. Strange Tales, let's use this one. So this is when Stanley and Steve Ditko introduced the Sorcerer Supreme in his first appearance as a comic. Let's give that to him, and hopefully it will be the right gift. It was the
A
right
most
gift, so we
thoughtful
gained 7
gesture.
from the activity, 1 from the conversation, and 10 from the gift. So that's 18 friendship level gains. So when we go to sleep the next day, we should be able to level up Doctor Strange to the next friendship level. We also gained a new Abbey outfit, which I'm not fussed about, but we also gained critical chance +2 for a stat increase for the Hunter. Now, there's no one else to speak to now. That's everything done for the evening. We could go and explore the grounds, but I think we just want to crack on and see how much more story we can do. I think there will be a point where we're going to have to explore the grounds, but at the minute it's quite open. We could also change how the room looks, but I'm really, again, not fussed about cosmetics. Okay, will we see Lilith in her dreams? That's the question. It's gone white. We are going to see our mother in our dreams. Let's see what she has to say today, shall we?
Family protects one another. Family loves one another. Family would do anything to save one another. Is that not what these heroes of yours preach? Then why abandon you at the doorstep of that wretched pretender Mephisto, my precious child?
To be fair, Johnny Blaze abandoned us. Why don't you ask Blaze? They actually saved me. You should talk. Why don't you ask Blaze?
My family saved me. It was the coward Blaze that sold me out.
Perhaps. Still, Blaze is no coward. And he is most certainly not a friend to Mephisto. For him to have made such a deal, all the more reason I must have the page.
I knew you were going to go there.
Yeah, we're not giving her the page.
Hear me, child. Say what you will about Johnny Blaze, but his soul is one of the strongest I have ever encountered. He has carried the parchment for decades without succumbing to its call, battled angels and demons alike, and rattled the thrones of far too many gods.
It almost seems like you admire him.
I simply state the facts. Now he is free of the page, and another takes on the mantle of its guardian.
Robbie.
Do you really think he will prevail over the parchment?
So she's basically saying that Robbie isn't ready to have the power of the parchment. Robbie is not Blaze. He had better, same story, different darkness. Robbie's not Blaze. Robbie's his own person.
You were right, Mother.
I am?
Robbie will never be Johnny Blaze.
But it doesn't mean he can't.
Something
yeah,
far
exactly.
Greater.
He'll become greater.
I gladly place my fate and that of the world in his hands.
My original offer still stands. If you truly value your friend, relieve him of his burden.
Does she really think we're going to take the parchment and give it to her?
Ignore my warning, and Blaze's betrayal will be a fond memory.
Robbie Reyes will not betray us. Injury healed for magic, and she's gained fleet-footed, which starts the mission with 2 moves. I think we needed her for the next mission, to be fair. Okay, I'm guessing we've got a story. We'll have a level up.
The others slept better than I did.
Yeah, we didn't sleep very well, did we? Right, Doctor Strange wants to talk to us on the Superlink. That will be for his friendship level up. Hang on, Blade. What's Blade got for us? Okay, so let's go and speak to Doctor Strange first. That will friendship level up him.
Ah, this is exactly what I needed. A chance to
Is he floating as he's sitting there? He is, isn't he? He's meditating and floating.
What thoughts clutter your mind, Doctor?
Ever since the Sanctum was lost, I felt a bit adrift. Lost in a cosmic sea in which I've lost my ability to navigate. I've been giving a lot of thought to the direction my life will take if we survive your mother's apocalypse, but who am I if I'm not...
If you've seen the films, Doctor Strange doesn't become the Sorcerer Supreme. It's the other guy. But in this, obviously, it's a different world to the films and things that we know if you've watched them. You could practice medicine again. So for those that don't know, Doctor Strange was actually a surgeon before he became Doctor Strange. His origin story is quite an interesting one. He had a car accident and lost the use of his hands. So obviously lost the use of being a surgeon. And that was a big thing for him. He's an Avenger, though.
Sorcerer Supreme or not, you are still an Avenger.
But is that
Friendship level up?
I am? All I want to be?
Perhaps this is what you should meditate on.
Yes, that's a bright idea. Thank you for still having faith in me, even when I've lost faith in myself.
Doctor Strange is one of those characters I'm finding
to be a
difficult
most
to use in combat. He's not the best to use. Friendship level 2 game though, with Doctor Strange, and he's also gained a common passive, the Greater Good. 50% chance to generate 1 heroism each turn. It's an interesting passive. Okay, I'm guessing the minute we walk out here, something's going to be said. Let's find out.
No, that can't be. I had that dream too.
Maybe it was something we ate.
Don't you mean someone?
I don't know. This stinks of a hex or a curse or something.
If we all had the same nightmare, does that mean we all share the same subconscious neuroses?
Everyone had the same
The probability
nightmare.
of every single one of us walking the same dream state is 1 billion trillion to 1. It must mean something.
Yeah,
Well, we didn't have the same
means
nightmare, to
we
be
might
fair.
want to have a little chat with our friendly neighborhood hunter.
Oh,
We're
I
here.
knew I should have let Mr. Murdoch copyright that for me.
I still can't get that image out of my mind.
Same here. And that's saying a lot these days.
I'm sure there's a logical explanation for this all.
What was their nightmare?
The parchment.
I knew that page would find a way of messing with our heads.
Or maybe it was warning us about you-know-who.
Did you have the dream?
What dream?
I'm here if you want to talk about it.
But what dream? Tell us what the dream was.
I'm assuming you had the same dream last night as the rest of us.
No, probably not.
I'm pretty sure I did not. What was it?
I'll let Wanda tell you. She's better at communicating those
Why
kinds
would
of
no one
things.
just tell us?
All I can say is what I saw last night made me worry about you.
Okay. I appreciate the
I
concern.
appreciate the concern, Robbie, but I'm all right. Whatever happened was just a dream.
Yeah.
Friendship level
You seem
gained.
all right standing here in the light of day. But that dream last night feels like too much of a coincidence that every single person in this Abbey shared it.
I wish I could explain
Yeah, it's a weird one. They all had the same dream.
Maybe it is the page, messing with us, trying to make us suspicious of each other.
It is possible. The full effects of the Parchment of Power have gone largely unstudied.
And they will remain unstudied. Honestly, I can't wait for it to be destroyed.
So, you were not going to read it?
Hell no. And not just because I suspect it's giving me bad dreams. Because I know whatever Blaze read set him off so hard that he betrayed us.
He's got a point. Blaze can read. The page tricked him.
The page most likely tricked him into believing the outcome was destined to be in Lilith's favor.
And that's why I'm not going to read it. Like, ever. I think Wanda wants to talk to you.
Okay.
I should stop monopolizing your time and...
Will Wanda
let her
tell
get
us
a
what the
word
dream
in.
was about?
Oh, and Hunter?
Yes, Robbie?
Take care of yourself, okay? Like,
Something's wrong,
really
because
take care.
really take care of
I
yourself.
always do.
They've obviously seen
What is
something that we don't know
everyone
about.
so upset about?
A nightmare. We all had the same one last night, and it has unnerved us.
What was it?
Wondering if you had the same one too. Would be weird if you were the only one in the Abbey who didn't.
I only have sweet dreams. The one about Lilith.
You mean the one about Lilith?
Wait, you had a dream about Lilith?
Friendship
Is
level
that
up.
not the one you all had?
No, Hunter. We had a dream about you. And it was a pretty awful one too.
Okay, keep telling us. What happened?
What about me?
Let's just say you...
Just tell us what the dream was.
threw you above us. Your face twisted in what could only be described as extreme agony. And that's as far as I want to remember. I don't want to freak you out. I mean, it was just a dream, right?
So they all had a dream when we got hurt. Nothing is just a dream. Don't get freaked out, I hope so. Nothing's just a
We
dream.
both know nothing is just a dream. Especially these days.
Let's hope
Friendship level gained?
We should probably stop talking now. Everyone is staring.
But we still really don't know what happened other than we got hurt.
Yep.
They really are frightened, are they not?
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, everyone here is just as afraid of me as they are of you.
There is that. Okay, that was weird. We gained friendship level though. Okay, so we've got research to do as well. We need to do that. I don't think we'll be able to do the forge, the gamma research just yet. I don't think we've got quite enough.
It was
We shall see.
right, Hunter?
So we complete the Devil's Deal. This gives us the Obsidian Fane, which is an item we can now use, and an epic combat item schematic.
Last night was no dream.
So Gamma Accelerator, we need to get to level 8 research level. We're currently level 6. So let's come out of that a little bit. We have got an artifact study which will level us up a little bit more. It's an epic one as well, so let's have a look at this. We need 2 more research levels. So we gained a load of essence, a blueprint, and that is the Lost Jewel Necklace.
That said, something.
And research level is now level 7. So we need to do another mission where we gain another artifact to get to the level we need for the Gamma Accelerator. Before we do the coil, let's do the research. So we can do a level 6 fault tolerance, which would give us an empowered anvil. Reroll 1 card whenever a gamma cord is analysed. That's interesting. That sounds like an interesting one to have. Apply modifications to upgraded abilities. Both of them sound really good. Let's do fault tolerance. Now we've got the gamma core analysis again. So we can't do the main mission for the story just yet. We need another artifact. Okay, what do we gain here? We've got to pick 2 of these.
I even impressed myself.
New Doctor Strange ability, Shield of the Seraphim. Apply 1 resist to Doctor Strange and all allies. Enhanced with 6 heroism is 1 resist. Not a move I think I want to use of him. He's definitely more of a support character, it seems, more than an offensive character. The best defense, we had this one come up before and we didn't pick it. Precision with a modded ability, now that's interesting. The next Iron Man card played is not discarded, and it's a free card, and +1 move this turn. So far these aren't that good. And Spang, so that's one we could upgrade for Captain America. So we'll take that one. We're not currently using Precision Plus, to be fair, and I'm not sure whether we will. But I don't really want that one. We'll take the Shield of Seraphim. We won't add it currently, but it is an epic one, so we'll get more essence if we decide to get rid of it. That's the one thing we haven't redone. We haven't got rid of moves just yet. It's something we need to do. So let's head to. Do the abilities first, and then we'll have a look on what we can upgrade. So obviously, that we're going to use that to upgrade the Spang we currently have. So that's fine. Doctor Strange, the new move he's gained, it's not something I think was going to help us. We could put. Why have we not put the Astral Meditation in? Restore 1 combat item uses mission 2 redraws. On redraw, gain 25 block. That's actually a better move. We should be using that. Let's take out the Blessing of Ashanti and put in the Astral Meditation. I don't know why we haven't got them previously. We've got lots of Hunter cards, but we're not using, to be fair. A lot of these we could get rid of. We could get lots of essence for all of these, especially ones we're not using. I'm kind of considering it. Anything that's already been plus, but then if we gain a modded one that needs plussing, then you have that difficulty. We may have just got rid of one we needed. Right, grab the gifts while we're here. And now we'll go and have a look at moves. And then we will see what we can do. I think we've got to do another mission. I think we could probably do one with magic, to be fair.
I'm usually a light sleeper. But last night I felt like I couldn't wake up.
Hang on, that's telling us no one's injured. I'm sure there's someone injured in the thing. Magic's back. Doctor Strange, I thought, got injured in the last fight, but obviously he wasn't, according to that. So he's not actually injured, which is a bonus. Upgrade abilities.
No gain.
The only one, we've got quite a few that need doing, but this was one we wanted to focus on.
Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get
We're
it
1 level
anyway.
away from upgrading our training level as well, so Spang has now been upgraded. I think everyone else has been missing essence. Yeah, we need more essence, or skill essence there. Haven't got the essence for that one. Haven't got the essence for that one. Haven't got the essence for that one. There's a common theme here. Haven't got the essence. Haven't got the we have got the essence of Blade, actually. Quick Strike. We can turn his Quick Strike into plus. Target has bleed 57 damage. We're currently using... Are we using Quick Strike? This is the modded Quick Strike, isn't it? We're not using that one. So is it a waste of essence if we don't use the modded Quick Strike? Why are we not using the modded Quick Strike? Let's have a quick check on that. I want to see why we're not using it. There might be a reason. Let's have a look at Blade. So the modded Quick Strike here does more damage than the normal one. Why are we not... Yeah, that should be in play. I don't know why we're not using that, to be fair. Let's get rid of that one. We should... We've obviously not put in the modded one at some point. So we may as well enhance that. I don't know why we hadn't done that previously.
Time to take it to the next level.
So let's make that. It doesn't increase the damage, but it does do the bleed set. I'll also increase our training level as well to level 15. So there's more damage being done in combat now.
We've got plenty of tricks for old
we
dogs.
could obviously get essence fairly easily. We're getting rid of loads of the moves we've got for the hunter. We got 72. We gain a friendship, arcane key, and fortitude. 33 credits. We do need credits for upgrades in all the different runes, but also training does make a big difference, especially for lower friendship level characters. So where are we at? Wolverine and Deadpool are the two that I've got lower level friendship. Let's do it with Deadpool. We're getting close to being upgraded level 2. So we gain 3 friendship, arcane key, and Deadpool gained fortitude. So that's that done. Okay. Let's now head in, and we've got an intel cache
So gung-ho about you
that we can
confronting
now
me.
decrypt.
What's the latest intel?
It's only a common one, so I'm not going to be major from it. And then I think it's mission time. The only thing with the mission we need to think about, we need an artifact to get to the next bit. Hero Ops, let's have a look. Both common, so it's not a major one. This will give a bonus rewards, tactical modded ability, and a modded ability common as well.
Sending your friends
They may
out
not
to
be
fight
worth
isn't
much.
the
We're going to
easiest
stick.
choice, but we all know what we signed up for.
Oh, it's going to be someone whose hero level's right. Let's put Ghost Rider in for that one.
No problem.
And then we've also got this one, Northern Polarity. Let's stick in... I was thinking of taking Deadpool on the next mission, to be fair. Let's do that for Wanda.
Sound so bad?
They're two characters that haven't got many new moves, so that should help. We can't afford any of the upgrades. I think that's everyone spoken to as well.
I have some words to convey.
Item bench. Let's have a quick look at the item bench. There's a new item we can now craft, I believe. And then it'll be a case of pick next mission. I need to give it a save really as well. So we've got lots of things. We can now craft this one. Let's craft that. That's one that we use quite a lot, so I like that one. Targeting module, I'm not that fussed about. We are starting to use more of the items in fights now, more than we did at the start. So we do need to keep an eye on what we've got. And there's someone that needs talking to. Who needs talking to? The caretaker. So let's speak to the caretaker before we select the mission.
Seems like everyone had a restless night. I hate to ask this, but are you all right?
Yeah, we're all good. We're all good. I'm fine. Are you? I'm fine.
Of course I am.
You sure? The dream, I mean, nightmare we all had of you.
The one everyone had, but no one will
As I
tell
say,
me
no one's
about.
still told us really what happened.
Let's just say you should be grateful to have your collar to protect you.
Protect me from what exactly?
Your mother, Hunter. Who else? If it wasn't for that collar, who knows how she might be able to manipulate you? I wouldn't put it past her to invade your dreams, the way I think she just invaded ours.
To be fair, we
last
see her
night.
most nights, so she does invade our dreams. She'll do anything for the page. Maybe she's not as evil as we think. Now, she'll do anything for the page.
She knows the parchment is here.
And is desperate for it, I'm sure. We should all be on guard. In any case, best to keep our wits about us.
We will do. We will do.
I just don't want anything to happen to you, kiddo.
She does really care. Okay, I think that's everyone spoken to. What I'm going to do is give it a quick save, just because I don't save it half as much as I probably should. I'm always wary of... We get a lot of auto saves, but I'm always wary of auto saves. There we go. That's the manual save done. Taking a while to save. That always worries me when it takes a while to save. What's happening here? Don't tell me it's frozen on me. There we go, it's done. That took a little while to save. That was a worry. Okay, it's fine. Okay, there's no one else to talk to. So we can now head out into the mission. I don't know if we can do a story mission. As I say, the Gamma Accelerator needs... We can do it soon. We need one more artifact. So let's have a look at what we've got. So that's a normal mission. We can't do that one because Ghost Rider's not available. That's a story mission as well. So we can't do that because Ghost Rider's not there. That we can. Supply run we can't do because we've got Scarlet Witch. Okay, so this is where we can gain the artifact needed for the main story by the looks of it. Can't do that one either. So we're kind of restricted. There's only really 3 missions we can do. We can do Epic Essence. It's going to be a hard one. We could do the artifact, which is what we need. Everything else is epic though, and we need Essence. In Epic Intel cache as well. I think I want to get the research done. That's something we do need. We need to remember the story mission. We need Ghost Rider. So we'll have to remember that for next time. Let's do Stop the Hydra Helicopter then, because that's the artifact we need. I know everything else is epic and would make massive differences to us for upgrades, but we need the artifact. So we have to use Doctor Strange for this one. Who else are we going to take? We don't take the Hunter generally on these missions. So let's take Deadpool, because he's nearly ready to level up to friendship level 2. And Marvel Cuphead was saying about Blade. Blade and Deadpool work really well together, to be fair. I'm just looking at who else is close to level up. We haven't used Spider-Man that much, to be fair, either. And Wolverine. Do you know what? I'm going to use Wolverine, mainly because he needs to level up his friendship. He's one of the lower characters in friendship level. Battlefield Scanner, let's take that out. Blessed Blade. We are going to start this as 6 Heroism. So that's going to be a big difference for us as well. And we can put the card in the Nanotech Weave to gain more. Right. I think we're ready to go. Edit. Let's double check. I'm just going to double check the decks to make sure we got the moves we want in. Yeah, he's good. And Deadpool. It's something we should do before missions, to be fair. I think we're good. Yeah, we're all ready to go. Let's go. We're going into it's a general mission because we need the artifact so we can then do the research for the Gamma Accelerator. There was lots of epic stuff, rewards for other missions, but we just don't. We need to get this done, the research. We need to stop the helicopter from taking off, I believe. Target the helicopter with attacks, disable it before the time runs out. So although we've got to worry about the other enemy, we've got to disable the helicopter.
To stop it before it departs.
Delay the helicopter there. How many turns have we got?
Their persistence.
We don't have much time. Take down anyone in your path. And
4 turns remaining.
We can handle it.
Well, to be fair, we're starting with quite a lot already. So this should be, we're starting with 6 heroism, 7 heroism, because Wolverine had it as a ability after being healed. So we can do Mag Dump, although we need Fuego to make that cost less. We can do Eviscerate for Wolverine, that's quite a good one. Because we can also chain it. We'll only do 29 damage, to be fair. But it's a little bit of damage at least. What's Quick Shot? Target will be KO'd, chain to another target, apply 1 week. This might be better because we'll gain the attack back. I'm thinking if we gain El Fuego, we can do a Mag Dump. So let's do that attack to that one. No, that one there. Let's do that.
Step right up.
So we should gain the card play back, and also this will add El Fuego to Deadpool. 3 damage. There we go.
Impressive.
Card play refunded. And we've got one on Brago as well. So now mag dump is one less cost for us. And that does 147 damage. That's some major damage there. We can also... We can't chain it actually, but that should be okay. So let's do that. We're trying to delay the helicopter. We've got 4 turns to delay it. Now let's just focus on it. It's a decent amount of damage as well.
Interesting tactic.
Okay, we have got Eviscerate. It won't do that much damage to the helicopter though, because it's only 29 damage. We've got Quick Swipe as well, so quick move, which means again a card play back. We could play Blessing of Ashanti, which gives everyone more damage. That's not too bad actually. I'm just thinking if we can use those quick swipes as well. Just trying to work out the best way of doing this. Obviously the more damage we do the better. Let's do Blessing of Ashanti. Doctor Strange is definitely a more of a support character than an offensive character, so that's something we'll focus on. Quick Swipe we can chain, and we also gain Quick Swipe will gain us card play back. We can't knock it out this turn, so we've got to focus on what we can do this turn. How much health does that one have? It doesn't tell me. Okay, Quick Swipe will give us the card play back.
Not looking good for you.
There we go.
Not bad. Not great, but...
More enemies we can do the better. No valid move, destination found. Okay. Now, we can either, for our last play, chain 4 enemies, which would mean we take less damage. It's Doctor Strange we're really focused on. But we could also gain 4 attacks next turn. So I think that's the better one to do. Obviously Doctor Strange now needs to survive the damage, but I think he should do. It's more about giving us the attacks next turn, because I think we can knock the helicopter out. So that we can still move actually, and we've still got 10 heroism to use, so we can do things like jumping over here and damaging enemies there. We can throw the rock as well. Will that damage take anyone out? That'll do some damage at least. It won't take him out. Let's do that first. Any damage is better than no damage at the end of the day. Let's try Deadpool. He can jump over this and damage that guy. Because we've got so much heroism, because we gained so much at the start, it's kind of really helped us focus a little bit. Still got 7 left. Obviously we need to keep some in play for next turn. We can still move as well yet. We can throw this, although there's no enemy in sight. Can still push as well. No enemy in sight there. I don't think there's any more damage we can do other than push. Trying to see if we can take one of these out. Doctor Strange, can you push him? No damage there. What about... It'll do some damage to both. Not massive, but it'll do some. I think that's the only real one we can do. I think if we just check Wolverine out, because of his position. Pushing him into the rock will do some damage, but nothing major. Wolverine pushing him into him. Let's do that one. Both hounds get damaged. We can still move, but the move doesn't actually do anything at this point. Right, that's turn done. Let's just see if we survive their attack. Corrupted Doctor Strange. More corruption. He needs to survive this. I think we're going to finish this fight really quickly, because we're going to take out the helicopter in this turn, unless obviously we still need to defeat enemies afterwards. Then obviously we won't do it in one turn. Okay, I'm not worried about that splitting because it's halving its health, so that's not too bad. The hounds are all targeting Wolverine. We've got 4 attacks this turn. Now, if we do the axe of Oggermans, that will do 152 damage to the helicopter, which means it's nearly out. Doctor Strange doesn't have many strong attacks, but that one is a decent one to do. Okay, so one attack now to take the helicopter out of play.
What to mention you shipping them off to this time?
We can chain this as well to eviscerate. So that will knock out the helicopter to stop that going anywhere. Can we get... I need to... Yeah, we can do that one. I want to see how many of these we can knock out with this. One there as well. And that one. So that should be helicopter done. That's 3 enemies out. Okay, is that the helicopter done? Yeah, objective complete. Defeat the remaining enemies to complete the mission. I did wonder if that would come up. The main thing was the helicopter, which we've done. I did wonder if it would go to that next, to be fair. Okay. So we've got these enemies left to deal with. We haven't got a massive amount of moves, annoyingly. Let's redraw defensive posture. I'm not too worried about block. The only worry we've got is he's vulnerable, Doctor Strange, and he takes... Oh, wow. He takes 56 damage at the end of the turn because he's corrupted. It's going to last 4 turns. So unless we get this done in 2, he's going to be out again and injured. We have got quick swipes that gives us a card play back and quick shot, which we can chain if we can knock out the target. We can chain this. This mission got really easy, to be fair, because we came in with so much heroism. Combat ability for Wolverine from his recovery. That's what made the big difference. I am wondering whether to give everyone block, mainly because I'm thinking of Doctor Strange taking damage. Although saying that, he ignores block, so it's not going to matter. He is being targeted over this guy, and I can't do anything to him unless we can knock some... actually, I can knock him into him. To be fair, yeah, that might be a good idea. Let's go to Wolverine. We can push the Hound into the guy and make him come out of his concealment. There we go. He's not concealed anymore. Trying to think of stopping him from damaging Doctor Strange so he doesn't get injured is my hope. Okay, we have got quick swipe, which will give us a card play back. We can take this guy out. Still got the Hound to take care of, which we can probably do. It doesn't reach. No, can't do there. We can let's give everyone block. I don't. Doctor Strange isn't really going to block my help a little bit, I suppose. We're out of card moves after that. We did the helicopter really easily, and now we're struggling. Draw 2 cards. Let's use the combo item. We've still got 2 attacks. I don't want to waste the turn if we can do it in this turn.
Gotta do it yourself.
Okay, we can chain this 4 times, but I don't think... No, the other 2 aren't close enough. I can damage them, but it's not going to be enough to take them out, annoyingly. But they're going to be very badly damaged. Or I can take 1 out. I don't think it's worth it. Let's damage them both twice. If they split, their health is half the gain anyway. So they won't have much health left. I might redraw the hero combo. They're going to split. So their health is even less now. So that's not too bad. We have taunted them as well. I think the hero combo, if we redraw that and hope for something good. Level up for Wolverine, which is a bonus. They've only got 22 health, that's the thing. Let's redraw the hero combo, because at the minute it doesn't help us. And that doesn't help us either. It may do next turn, Power Slash. Right, we're out of card plays. I didn't have to redraw that. I didn't realise it was out of card plays, to be fair. Right, let's survive the next turn then. Okay, corruption for Doctor Strange, for Wolverine as well. They've stolen life from us. We've got the counter there. I don't think we're going to be everyone knocked out this turn. We need to defeat them this turn though, otherwise Doctor Strange will go down. Wolverine should survive. They are healing themselves by taking the health of him, but he's also attacking them back. So the health they're gaining from me, they're losing anyway. When they split, they're halving their health and splitting between the 2 of them. Okay, killed the Hound on that. So now we just need something where we can chain moves really for this one. There's a lot of them. We need chain moves. That would help us massively here. We need to stop multiplying. And that one's multiplied to him as well. Okay.
There's probably still time for you to run.
The greater good. 50% chance we generated heroism at the end of at the start of this turn because of the greater good. Did they KO one of their own? I think they did. Right, we've got to think about what we can do here. Death from above is decent. It gives 19 extra 19 damage because of the Fuego. Doctor Strange is in trouble. He's going to take 56 damage end of this turn. He will survive it. Wolverine's going to take damage end of the turn as well. We need chain moves. That's the big thing we need here. Overpowered. Quick shot is a quick move, which means we get the card play back. Knockback is pretty good as well, the overpowered move. Let's use quick shot. If we take someone out, that should increase the Fuego, which increases the damage he does. So let's do quick shot on this guy. We'll get this card move back as well because it's a quick move. And that will take both of those two out of the equation. The health is low anyway because they've been halving their health whenever they multiply.
Bad luck for you.
That's 2 down, card play refunded. And Fuego gained, so that's more damage for Deadpool now. That's the thing with Fuego is his damage just multiplies, which is really good. We have got a free chain here. We can take out these 3 in 1 with chain swipes, because they've all got less than 20 health. These 2 aren't showing up their health, which is annoying when they don't do that. So chain this to these 3. Oh, we can knock them out in 1 as well. So let's do these 3. How did 1 survive? I thought we knocked them all out. Oh, that's annoying. I thought we'd taken them all out in 1 there, but 1 survived. The Winds of Tomb is a knockback. We've got 2 card plays left. I'm just going to make sure we do as much damage as possible here. Knocking him into him will work. And then we'll only have to give us 1 move left after that. Overpowered, we need to use a knockback really with that to actually make any real difference. We could do that now with that to him, to be fair. Yeah, we could do that. That's both of those 3 down anyway. I don't think we're going to be able to take everyone out this turn, which is annoying. I thought we needed to, really. So Fuego is now max for Deadpool. We've got 4 enemies remaining. We could probably throw this at this guy and take him out. Everyone else, we've got an issue because we can't. We need chains and we haven't got any. Annoyingly. What about? Just trying to see if there's a way we could do this. If we move. Can Doctor Strange jump over this? He can, but there's no enemy. They've only got 1 health, that's 5 health. It's really annoying. We're so close to taking them down. We can throw the rock. That's another enemy down at least. Don't think we get them all done this turn, and that's frustrating because of their low health. It probably means we're going to have to deal with more reinforcements as well, which isn't ideal. Death from above isn't really needed. I'm trying to see what we can actually do to actually damage more than 1, but I don't think we can. Power slash. Well, all our moves will take them out, but because there's no way of chaining it, I can see. So yeah, that's that one out. We have got push, so we can take another one out, and that leaves 1 left.
You are good enough for me.
The annoying thing is, at the end of the turn, we lose. We won't lose Doctor Strange, but he'll be damaged. Okay, Doctor Strange can probably push this guy. No damage from push though. That's not ideal. We need to be able to push him into something. What about this guy? No push into anything. That's not close enough to damage him, is it? No, not close enough to damage. Okay, we can't even push him into anything to do damage, annoyingly. Deadpool. Bet he can't damage him either by push. No. Jumping across, potentially? No. Wolverine won't damage him either. I don't think I can damage either of them, which is really annoying. Because they've both got really stupid low health. 1 health there, and 2 health there, and we can't hit them. That's the annoying thing. We're so close to being able to take them all out. We just can't get the angles. I'm annoyed as well that Doctor Strange here can't push him into anything, so we can't actually damage him via push. I take it if we put him there, that's not going to be enough for this to explode, even though he's going to be just outside. Can Wolverine push him anywhere? No. Okay, I don't think we can do anything to this one either. No. So there's nothing we can do. It is frustrating. We should have had this mission done, but 2 of them are surviving. Let's see what happens. That's the corruption damage. We pass corruption along.
You've been deceived by Lilith.
Wolverine doesn't have counter now either, so that's an issue. Okay. Is that it? Any more reinforcements? Okay, the corruption knocked out 1 of them. We've still got 2 left to deal with. Okay, we're done. We can deal with them all this turn. Doctor Strange is in a bit of trouble in terms of health, but we can get everyone down now. Yeah, we'll be fine. We've got 2 of them to take down, and we've got the moves to do it. So that's that one done for Deadpool. There we go. And then we got 1 more to do. We'll use Deadpool again, to be fair, because he's nearly actually leveled up to 15. So we'll do it on this guy. He may get enough XP from it. And that should be mission done. We should have done it a turn before.
That must have taken practice.
I think Doctor Strange has survived without getting injured as well, which is amazing. I didn't think he would, but he has done. 2-star mission rating. We gained 75 gloss and a gamma coil and an artifact. The artifact is what we need for the main story thing to happen. So it'll be evening time. We'll have a look at what we can do. We've got about 50 minutes of the stream left, so we should be able to get another story mission done at least. Now that mission's out of the way. But we're just going to take 2 days to get this gamma coil done in total. 2 research days in theory. Right. Does anyone want to talk to us? Is there anything we can do? Doesn't seem like there's anything we can do in the evening tonight, which is strange. Normally there'd be stuff to do, but it doesn't look like there is, which means we can just go to sleep. I'm just looking to see if there's anything to pick up essence-wise. Doesn't look like there is. Oh, there's a little bit of essence over there. Anything in here to pick up? No. I wonder if this is an opportunity to go and have a look around the grounds. We know we've got to find the statues and things. Don't even really know where we have and haven't been. Probably more up this way is kind of the area we've not looked at. We've been Dreamer's Descent, Stone Terrace, Bloodgate. There are areas we've not been to. Listen, but there's nothing. Do you know what? Let's not. Let's sleep. Let's get the story moving a little bit more. I'm just thinking we could utilise our time a little bit better, but actually, if we sleep, we move story on. I'm amazed we can't do a hangout or anything, to be fair. But it doesn't seem like we can. So, off to bed we go. Will we dream of Lilith, though? That's the question. We didn't. Okay, so we do the upgrades, especially the research one. That's the big one. Does anyone need to speak to us? Not by the looks of it. Okay. Have a look at the map. No one wants to speak to us either, because everything's kind of stuck now until we get certain things done. I think that's why we're stuck in this phase. So, let us head straight and do the upgrades here.
I just hope
so fault tolerance is done. That's an empowered anvil, forged schematic. Now, we need to, before we do this, let's do the artifact study, which will give us level 8, which means we can then do the Gamma Accelerator. This is what the story is waiting on, is the Gamma Accelerator. So the Pendant of Oceans.
I look forward to researching this artifact further.
And there we go, level 8. So now we can research the Gamma Accelerator, which is what we need to do to continue the story. So that's that there. It will take 1 day. So that's that done. We haven't got a forge upgrade now. We can't afford it. The empowered anvil though would be good. We need credits to do upgrades annoyingly. Gamma core analysis. Let's have a look.
For me, boss?
What moves can we get from this? It's only a rare one, so I'm not expecting any major moves, but we'll see what we get.
Genius inventor strikes again.
Okay, new Doctor Strange ability. Enhances 4 heroism, 38 damage. The Bolt of Valhalla. Probably pronounced that horrifically. It's an attacking move for Doctor Strange, which he's not got many of those, so that could be a decent one to have. Piercing Slash, that would be an upgrade potentially. Quick Shot, but modded, so more damage on his Quick Shot. And Blessing of Ashanti. So Piercing Slash we do use.
Another magical
but it can, but it's something that hasn't been upgraded yet, so that will give us the upgrade if we wanted to. I like the idea of this for Doctor Strange because he hasn't really had any attacking moves. So let's take that one. And I'm thinking the modded one, I think, is the big one. Quick Shot. We've got 2 Quick Shot pluses. One is modded, one isn't. I think the damage is the bonus there. So I think we take that for Deadpool as well. There we go. So that's done.
Good day, Hunter.
Anything to pick up? Any essence? No. We are going to have to start getting rid of cards for essence, so it enables us to upgrade things. I think that's the issue at the minute, is we just can't upgrade anything. So, Hex Charge is now modded for Wanda, because she did one of the Intel Ops. So we'll have a look at her deck in a second. Mockingbird and Scarlet Witch took a Quinjet to the Arctic facility, where they were ambushed by Hydra. Scarlet Witch barely managed to free Longwaski, aka Sasquatch, from captivity, but Hydra activated a bomb. The resulting explosion destroyed the facility and all evidence of their plans. Longwaski theorizes we used to run gamma transformation experiments on a small scale. After Hydra captured me, I became their lab rat. I'm lucky massive doses don't affect me anymore. Mockingbird follow-up. We'll keep an eye on Longwaski just to be safe. And then we've got the... Oh wow, we've got a modded Hellride. Hellride's an incredible move anyway. For Ghost Rider. So this was his hero op. The modded is actually more damage. So that's going into his deck straight away. That's a brilliant move. And we can plus it as well. Although I think it's going to cost us a lot of essence. After staking out the cemetery, Ghost Rider stopped the hearse driver from fleeing with the uncle of Spider-Woman's client. It seems the body thief is the Skrull, as was her mate, the dead uncle in the casket. After brief negotiation, the Skrull driver returned a still living uncle to the overjoyed client and departed with her mate's body to mourn. Jessica handed over a file on Hydra's recent movements and invited Carol to trivia night when all this blows over. So decent rewards there, to be fair. Again, we can't afford any war room upgrades. We need credit. We need lots of stuff at this point. But we are finding it hard to get certain things that we need for upgrades, ingredients and things. Right, we need to look at decks before we do upgrades, and then it's back to choosing a mission. So Ghost Rider, there's a big move here. We know we've just gained. So Hellride Plus is the current one. So this one, the modded one, isn't a plus. So it's going to do a little less damage at the minute. But once we plus it, it should be more damage than 227, I think. We'll find out in a second. It may be not worth putting this one in. But what we'll do, we'll have a quick look and see. It may cost us a lot of essence to upgrade it as well. So if we go to
take it to the next
Ghost
level.
Rider, there's got to be. Oh, so actually it'll go up by 3. It's going to cost us 120. No, wait, there we go.
I think we've got something for
It'll go up to 248. We need more heroic essence, but it is worth having then because that's quite a lot of damage extra. I think the other one was 227. But we need 80 heroic essence. Okay, let's do everyone's decks before looking properly. We are going to have to get rid of some cards for essence. Probably the hunters more than anything else. So what do we gain? We gained Hex Charge modded. So let's take out one of the Hex Charges here. And we'll gain the modded Hex Charge. It does mean one of those can be plus now. So there's no cards for hers we can get rid of. Doctor Strange, we gained a new move for him. The Bolt of Boltark, which I think will be quite a good one to have. I don't want to get rid of anything that's major though. Let's get rid of Agamotto's Gaze and put in that one. So he's got an extra attack move now, rather than giving us more moves next turn. I think that's kind of him sorted for the minute. There's no, I don't want to want it. Do we want to get rid of any of his cards? Blessing of Vishanti Plus. There's 2 of those we've got currently. One's modded, but it is plussed. In theory, we could get rid of that because we've already got it. But yeah, let's get rid of it. We don't need it. I'm trying to make sure we haven't salvaged many cards, but I think we need to start salvaging more. Because we're just running out of essence so easily. Deadpool, let's have a look at his. We gained a new move for him. Quick Shot Plus modded. Quick Shot, sorry, modded. The Quick Shots now do 29 damage. The modded one, they apply weak. Okay, so these are actually, that one's modded, which applies weak. This one is quick, but it's plussed, so it's obviously can be chained. This Quick Shot isn't modded, so but it's got more damage. So actually, we need to take that one out and put in the modded Quick Shot, then plus it, and it should have the chain as well. If it hasn't, we need to put the chain back in. Spread the Love is a decent move, but I don't think we'll use it. Overpowered, we need to plus that, so there's no point giving anything for his. So much deck organisation needed, and we haven't really done this for a while. The Hunter's the one that's got lots of the moves that we need to look at here, that we can potentially get rid of. So our modded heal plus there is modded and plus. So in theory, this heal plus we can get rid of. There we go. Bands of so many moves we don't use. So Quick Slash there. We've got a Quick Slash plus already. Holy Gift. I think we'll get rid of that one. It does a lot of damage, but we're not really going to use it. It's 95 Heroic Essence. So we'll get rid of that. What else can we get rid of? Call to Arms. So many moves we don't use. We have got 2 calls on that can be upgraded for a plus, but I don't think we'll use it in a fight. Guardian Strike. We've already got a plus Guardian Strike there. So actually that one can go, I think. Same damage? 106, yeah. We'll get rid of that as well. Slash Plus. We don't really use. Bands of Fire isn't too bad, but I don't know what we could put it in for. I don't want to get rid of anything we could potentially change up and use, but at the same time, we need to make sure we're not keeping stuff for the sake of keeping stuff as well. I think that's kind of it for the minute. Blade, let's have a quick look at his. So we've got a few moves here we don't use. Relentless Plus is already done because it's modded. So in theory we can get rid of that because we're not going to put it back in. That's done. Savage. Make and Bleed, we've got a modded Make and Bleed and a plus. That's worth more skill essence as well. We've got a modded Quick Strike. Let's get rid of one of those. We don't need it. Okay. All this means we can then upgrade lots of other things. But it's something I've not done. And I probably should have done this sooner. One step ahead, we've got 3 of those in total. That one's there. We do need a modded one ideally. And salvage one of those, though they are all plussed. Cosmic Ray. Is that better to have? 26 damage. 39. It's not. Fist of Radiance, we've got 2 already. One's modded, they're both plussed. So in theory, that can go as well. Bring it on, Knee Strike Plus is same there. Quick Jab. That modded one needs plussing, to be fair. So we can't get rid of that. I think that's it. Is there anyone else we've not looked at that probably could have some moves we can get rid of? Check Iron Man quickly. No. Let's leave those for the minute. Wonder we've not long done. Spider-Man, is he getting any... We need to do more moves to Spider-Man, to be fair. He's really struggling in terms of actually having any moves. That. Nico. We haven't got many moves for her either, because we haven't used these characters enough in battle. So we haven't gained loads of extra moves, annoyingly. Right, we should have gained lots of essence, so in theory now we can do some upgrade abilities.
No pain, no gain.
We're just going to be wary of which ones we do. So, we can now upgrade his quick shot, which will chain, which is what we said about. And that's the modded one. So let's do that.
No, you shouldn't have.
So that's done. Who else have we got? Wanda. Her Hex Charge. We want the modded one upgraded as well.
The Chaos Magic's power grows.
It's all about using the characters we need to use more of to get their bed moves better.
But they're gonna get
Hell Ride we can now do. The modded one can now be upgraded. This will do massive damage. That's a big upgrade for Ghost Rider, to be fair. There we go. Can't do that yet because we need more heroic essence. I think that's everyone done that can possibly do currently. Oh, we can do Call to Arms, but we don't use that move. So I'm not worried about using that one at the minute. What about... Oh, we can do Astral Meditation. Do we use that move? We do. That's the modded one that can now be upgraded. Restores 2 combat items. So we can restore both our combat items when we use that in battle. Let's do it. It's another move upgraded.
Most welcome.
That's also doing research for us as well to enable us to do more research. Leave it to me. Do we? We don't use. Oh, we do use that move. It is equipped. Gain 2 fast and Redraw gain 54 block. It's a lot of essence, but I think it's a modded move. It's good and it's an epic move anyway. Right, I think we're out of the upgrades we can now do in terms of how much essence we need from. Yeah, I think we're out of upgrades. Oh no, Hex Charge. We can do Hex Charge here as well. So that's another move upgraded for Wanda.
A welcome enhancement.
And we've now increased our training level 16. We have got a mission to do in a minute as well. We're still about there's over half an hour of the stream left, so we'll get another mission in. Who do we train with today? That's the question. We need credits. That's one thing we need. Who's close friendship level up? Let's see. Wolverine is our lowest friendship level, so really, we need to train with him. Or, actually, no, we don't. This increases their level to 15, which is the max level of the Hunter currently. So we need someone train with someone who's got the lowest level. I think we'll do Magic, so we'll level her up to automatically to 15. Since she is one of the lowest levels. So either her or Nico. So let's do Magic.
Let's see if you're as good as they say.
So free friendship, she's now automatically level 15 as well, and she got resilience, which is always good. Right, I think that's everything done. It should be mission time now. There's no one that needs to talk to us. Nope. Mission time. I can't send anyone on here because we haven't got any hero
Thanks,
options.
Hunter.
Fine. The research for the story is being done with the Gamma thing. This mission is locked because we need. This is a story mission. It needs Gamma Acceleration, which is currently being researched. So we need to do a mission while that's going. Now, this mission will give us an epic Gamma Core and epic essence, which is probably quite a lot. Trying to think of what we need. We need credits and we need intel, essentially. That's an epic Gamma Core, epic artifact. That's research level. That's not massive for us. That will give us intel, but it's only rare. I'm kind of thinking we go for the epic. Don't want the epic artifact though. It will give us an extra research level. Epic blueprint isn't a big deal either. Do you know what? I think we do the epic artifact. It's another research level for the lab. Intel and credits are probably something we need more of, but I'm thinking that will give us some decent moves anyway. So Blade has to be in on this mission. We need to pick who else to use. No one's injured, but Blade is in. We won't use the Hunter. We won't use Magic because she's now max level with the Hunter. So we'll use other people. We used Deadpool in the last mission. So who should we use? Let's use Spider-Man. We've not used him much. And let's use Captain Marvel. We haven't used her for a while, to be fair. Let's see how these get on with this mission. With half an hour left, we may get another story mission done, depending how quick this one mission takes. Lots of upgrades are done. I don't think we're going to be able to upgrade much more at the minute, unless we gain a load of credits from somewhere or a load more essence. The Okay, we need to attack the Mystics. Once you defeat the Mystics, we'll have to defeat everyone else. The Mystics should be the focus at the start of the mission, though.
Mystics are trying to open one of those rifts. It probably goes without saying, but we can't have them summoning abominations from the other side.
Okay, so we've got to focus on the Mystics and interrupt them from summoning. We've got 4 turns to stop that. But on top of that, we also need to be looking at taking everyone out as well. Okay. Spider-Man's quick kick will give us a card play back if we take someone out. But it's only going to do damage there. It's not going to take it. Oh, we will knock the person out far back there and damage everyone there as well. Let's do that. That's a decent starting move. Big damage, and we also damage the block as well of the person that's being protected with the Mystic. Redraw is now concealed. That's fine. Did we get the card play back? We did. Perfect. Right, Chain Strike. That's not a bad one. What do we got here? One step ahead, draw. Okay. Obviously, we need to focus on the Mystics. Chain Strike. It's not going to KO, so I don't think it's worth doing. That one is. What's the circle like? Okay, yes. So we take the person out. We can chain it to the Mystic as well, so that interrupts one of the Mystics, which is important.
I'm going for it.
And plus, we're taking a soldier out of battle as well.
No pain will
It's a decent damage.
That's one Mystic out.
Okay. We have also got, obviously, gain 144 block and 1 counter and taunt all enemies. It's not a bad move, actually. We can make this drop down if you wanted to and take out the Hound. That's an option. We've got blind, but that doesn't really matter. Blind Thump at this point. Opportunist. Worried about that. One step ahead. Just thinking of how many we could give. I've got this to Miss Captain Marvel. That will taunt everyone to attack her. To be fair, she's pretty strong and can take a big punch, so she should survive it. I'm just thinking what the best thing to do here. Let's do that. Let's change to Captain Marvel. Yeah. So she's going to taunt everyone on her, gain a decent amount of block and counter as well. So that's important. We've only got 1 move left, plus a push or an explosion, essentially. Let's re-roll Opportunist. We haven't used Spider-Man enough to get any decent moves from him, unfortunately. Okay, up here, nearby enemies also take 28 damage. They're not close enough to take damage. So that doesn't going to help us massively in terms of damaging anyone else. That will work there. Let's do it on that one. At least that's another Mystic then moved out of the circle.
This one's for you.
So it means we've got 3 more turns to damage 1 other Mystic. Obviously we still need to take everyone out. That's a decent amount of damage done. That's 2 out of the way.
We've knocked another Mystic out.
We haven't got another move yet. So we've got no more card plays, that's fine. But we can still do a push. We've just got to see who we can do the most damage with. Now if we're Spider-Man, can we push her into there? Yes we can. There we go, that's the damage we wanted to cause. She's surviving the damage, but the Hound didn't. Okay, Enrage we've now gained as well. I think that's everything we can do this turn. There's nothing else we can do. And hopefully, Captain Marvel should survive the hits. We've taunted everyone to her, but she's got a decent amount of block on her as well. And she's got counter. Let's see what happens.
Mystics are digging deeper, reaching for something to call for.
I've only got 1 more Mystic to damage, so we're okay there. What? That one attack did 134 damage. That's destroyed her block in 1 hit. That was 134 damage. That is a massive attack. Good job I got the counter, to be fair. But I wasn't expecting one attack to take out a whole block. Didn't think that would happen. Right, we've dazed Captain Marvel, which is an issue. Okay, we just need to damage 1 more Mystic. They have pulled in a Hound, but we're okay with those. They're generally 1 hit outs.
No one will touch
He's going to go back and block, so we need to take out the rest of his blocks still. Hounds are targeting Spider-Man. Okay, the hunger is applied 2 marks to every enemy with bleed. No one's got bleed at the minute. No one's got bleed. Let's re-roll that one. We need some attacks here. The life still doesn't help us. We're kind of running out. We can't really do much. That's the problem. We're not getting the right moves here. We've got 3 turns to damage her, but we've got to take him out first because she's protected. Just don't seem to have the attacks we need. And obviously, she's dazed for 2 card plays. Wow. Item-wise, we can gain 2 heroism for free there. 2 heroism would give us. We could then do Daywalker, which would chain. How much? 72 block. That's the thing we need. We could do Lifesteal for Blade on the big guy. Okay, I think let's use our item to get 2 heroism.
Here we go.
We need that mistake to take down the block. Ideally, we'll do Spider Sense as well. To give us another 2.
Coming at you.
We gain fast and resist.
Come in handy.
So fast heroic cards cost 1 less for him, and he prevents all damage from the next 1 damaging attack. Okay. Just thinking, we could. Lifesteal might be a bit of a waste now. We've still got 2 card plays. We knock someone out with this move, that gives us the attack back. Obviously we want to be attacking this big guy, don't we? Spider-Man's in the wrong position really for that. Chain Strike might be better. Won't take out all his... Hang on a second. Chain Strike. Chain to another target. It does 71 damage. I need it to take someone out so we can chain it. So if we take out that Mystic, because she did a lot of damage last turn, and damage him as well, that should be the card play back as well. It's a KO. We still, so what? He's only got 1 block left. Daze has now been removed by Captain Marvel. He's only got 1 block. We've got 1 attack, so we didn't gain that back for some reason. I thought we would. I need something that gains us something back, because if we don't gain a second attack, we're in a little bit of trouble here. Although saying that, it's not going to take him out. Quick means we need to actually take someone out for it to work. We could take that out, but it's... we haven't got the moves we need, and that's the problem here. Daywalker would chain 4, but we wouldn't gain an attack. We've got to stop this Mystic. And we're kind of struggling to get the right moves we need to actually damage them. I'm just trying to see what we can do with this. That would gain us a card play back, but it's not enough to knock his full thing down and hurt the other person. Let's do that though. I think that will help us. That should get card play refunded. There we go. So we have still got card play refunded. Right, what we need to do, if we can do a jump across here and damage him, I think we need to move Blade to there, use it to jump across there, then we can damage the Mystic. It's kind of trying to make sure we get the right attack at the right time. If we move Blade to here,
a pointless endeavor.
We can then jump across here, damage this guy, and that'll be the block fully out. We still got a card play to go afterwards. We can damage the Mystic, close the portal, and then it's all it's about for the rest of the mission is taking out all the enemies. Because all we need to do is damage her once. I'm trying to think what the best move is here. We can chain this 4 times. I don't think it's going to end up taking everyone out though. But it will damage her enough to get her out of the way. If we chain twice to that one and to there.
Now we're doing this.
The Daywalker ability is pretty good. Right, so that should be the portal now gone. We've gained Cold-Blooded for Blade as well. Let's have a look what that does to him. Attacks and heroics have a 10% chance to apply a bleed now. We've got no other moves we can do this turn. We can throw environmental objects, but I don't think there's anything that's going to help us. Spider-Man jumping across here. No, that's damage, so it won't. Captain Marvel, why jumping across here? No one's in play. Can't do anything there. Yeah, we're kind of out of things to do. We need to survive any attacks this turn, though. There should be no reinforcements, I believe. Oh no, we lost her in one. Wow, okay, Captain Marvel's down. And now there's another portal being summoned. This has just taken a turn that we didn't want it to take. He's going to explode as well, so we need to move out of the way of him. Bleed has taken out one of the Mystics at least.
I usually prefer quiet.
Mild injury for Captain Marvel. So at least the portal that was summoning has gone. Can we drop this down? We can. Won't kill him though. He's going to explode, so we just need to make sure we're out of that radius. We can bring Captain Marvel back. Which I think we'll do. It doesn't cost us a card play. I was amazed she went down from one attack. I wasn't expecting that.
Now where's that one that
Right, we're just going to take everyone out now. Strike will take that. Relentless. Because he does have full health blade, doesn't he? Yes. So we can take that guy out in one. We can take a lot of the health down of that person. That's... If they're damaged already this turn, it does even more damage. Hold off on that move then for a second. We have got a strike here. Let's chain that. Do a little bit of damage to him, I think.
Time to bleed.
Obviously the Mystics do the most damage, so we've got to focus on her, but also summon a portal. We leveled up Blade as well.
Good. Feeling good.
So that's good for him. Right, we've got Relentless now. That will knock out this Mystic. That will leave us one attack still though. This guy's going to explode, but he doesn't hurt. As long as we don't get hurt, we're fine there. But this guy to deal with, I haven't really got any moves. We can throw though. We can bind him as well. So he can't attack this turn. At least that's the minimum we can do really. I think we'll do that. As long as we're out of that circle of explosion, we're okay. He's bound, so he won't attack this turn. This guy's exploding, won't hurt us. So we can finish the turn. There's no point moving, I don't think, really. We're not going to gain anything. So finish the turn. They're not going to be able to attack. The explosion doesn't hurt us, that's fine. That guy can't attack, he's bound. We've got two people to take out.
This should be fun.
Quick strike. Won't take any of them out, but will damage. We need moves, we need attacks, which is where we're struggling a little bit here. Let's get rid of that, see if we get something decent. No. Again, we need heroism for that to work, and we haven't got any. Okay. Could do make and bleed. Gain a resist. Oh, I should have just used the move. We gained resist, but it hasn't helped us there. Let's do one step ahead. We need to take these two guys out if we can in one turn. Okay, what can she do? Fists of Radiance for a start. Won't knock them out. Won't knock them out. Does do knockback though. It won't knock him out, it will knock back. This guy. That will knock him out though. Let's do that.
Here we go.
So one enemy down, one to go. Okay, we got one to go now. We have got quick jab, but it won't do extra damage. It's only going to do 26. Quick strike does 45. It's not going to take him out though. That's the annoying thing. Trying to make sure we try and get him out this turn. What about Captain Marvel? Can you jump across here? If we gain 2 heroism, she can. Don't know if it'll be enough to knock him out though. We're only going to gain 1 from this move though. No redraws left either. We haven't got a choice. We're kind of running out of moves we can use, and we need to try and get this guy done so the mission's finished.
You kissed the mother with that mouth?
Okay, we've only got 1 there to do. I can't do anything. I can move and push. That costs 2 anyway. Spider-Man can push him, but I don't think it's going to do any damage. Blade can as well. There's nothing there, is there? We do Captain Marvel though, so you might be able to push him into there. It's not enough. Oh, hang on. If we can get that right, I just showed up an 81% chance for him to fall over. Come on, get that 81%. Ah, it didn't stay on the 81%. We had a chance to make him fall off the edge. Right, he's going to attack Spider-Man. There's nothing we can do. He resisted, so no damage to Spider-Man anyway. This guy's going to explode at the end of the turn, but it's not going to matter. We should take him out. We've got a quick jab. That will do. Won't take him out, but it's a move that'll do some damage. Oh no, he's out. There we go.
We've done it.
So that's the mission done. We gained an epic artifact, an epic gamma coil. But it does mean our research should be done once we finish the evening stuff. 50 gloss, 1-star rating, epic artifact, epic gamma coil. The research is the thing we're waiting on to continue the story, so that's going to be done. We're not going to have time for the story mission though now, that's the only downside. So what we'll do, we may have a look around the grounds, because I don't think we've got time to do the story mission. We've got about 15 minutes left. We are live again tomorrow morning with more Marvel Midnight Suns. So tomorrow morning we should be able to do the next main mission.
Good girl, Charlie.
But we'll try and have a look around the ground, see if we can find this another statue. We've got 15 minutes left. Charlie Friendship has leveled up to level 3. He's gained a new move. Nice. Is there anyone to talk to? No. We're kind of at the point now where we can't talk to anyone and do anything of anyone because we need the Gamma Accelerator research done to move the story forward, which is currently being researched. That will happen the next morning. But because we're running out of time for this morning's stream, what we'll do, I think, is have a look around the Abbey grounds. Because we still need to find new things. So I think it's an opportunity to look around the grounds, right, and see if we can maybe find another blood tunnel, a blood gate, and maybe one of these statues. So all these things we need to do and haven't, but it's a case of finding out where these things are. And we've been focused on the story so much that I think it's about time we try to have a look around to other things. So we've been here before. This is Hunter's Folly. Got to keep an eye out for things to pick up as well, ingredients and things like chicken and mushrooms. We have got, how many arcane keys we got? We've 6 arcane keys. That's a rare arcane. Let's open that. I haven't done an arcane chest in a while. Gain some credits, which we desperately need of, and some extra palettes as colour schemes. From Witch Hazel there. Okay, there's no other route to take there. So on the map, where are we? We're down here, Hunter's Folly. We kind of want to be heading north, I think. We go to Stone Terrace. We never really fast travel either, which is the weird thing. So this is Stone Terrace. We come out of this and head this way. I think that's the way. Let's make sure on the map we're in the right way. Yes. Keep on this path and follow it round to the right. We'll see where it takes us. Because we've not really been that way by the looks of it. We're looking for a blood gate and a statue, ideally. That's the 2 things we need. There's something up there, though. What is that up there? There's a chest up there as well. How do we get there? So that's definitely something new. What do we got? There's it's a rare arcane. We'll open it now we're here. We don't really use our arcane keys enough, to be fair. No, 43 credits, we need that. And we got a few other things. Schematics. I don't really do cosmetics, so the colour schemes don't bother me. Handmade caretaker doll. Okay, fair enough.
Caretaker hardly spoke of him, but I
That's
like to imagine
use.
my father was a great hero whose spirit protected these woods.
It's a good point. We don't know who the Hunter's father is. We obviously know his mother's the bad guy, Lilith. Who is the Hunter's father, though? Okay, we've got a door we need to open here. I'm not sure if we can with words of power. Let's see. No, so the word of power doesn't work.
Fickle.
So we need something else to open that doorway. There should be a statue there, you would have thought. So yeah, we need to find another word of power then to get through that way. So all these things we haven't really looked at. But knowing that we need a word of power there is helpful. We're currently here. We just tried to go through here and can't get any further north. But at least it's now added to the map a little bit. As I say, we're doing this because we're running out of time. We do need to be looking around a little bit more than we do. Just because there's a lot of stuff we need to open up. Which will also increase our power as well. That's the big thing. Right, where are we now on the map? So we're now here at Dreamer's Descent. Let's try and see if we can head up here. There's something there that we haven't done. There's also even more up there. So we follow this round. We should basically end up back at the Abbey and then we want to turn north. I'd like to get a third statue done. We've done 2 of the 4. We need all 4 ideally. I don't know what we gain from that. There must be a decent reward, hopefully, from doing so. And as I say, the reason we're doing this is because we've only got 10 minutes left. We haven't really got time to do any more story before we finish this morning's stream. I can always hear the cat, but can never see it. Oh, we can pet the cat. There we go. I think it's the first time I've petted the cat. What's the betting there's a trophy for petting the cat or something? 2 arcane keys, though. That's pretty good. Okay. Where are we heading from here? We want to head to the left-hand path. The Blood Gate we've already done here. So that's been done previously. This path takes us... Ah, there we go. Evening in the Woods. It's a new picture. There's all these different collectibles and things to look around for. Where does this take us? Is that on the map anywhere? This is where we've got a dead end, actually. So what have we got this way? Oh, it is just a dead end. I was hoping there was something there, but no, it's a dead end. Annoyingly. Ah, there's something there. What's that? The tarot card, Johnny Storm. That's our 8 of 22. So that's how many things there are just to find and collect. But you've got to explore the Abbey grounds to do so. Right, what's this way? So now if we're going here, we want to go across and head to the right to go north in a second. Head past the shop. As I say, it's nice to actually spend 10 minutes or so doing this. Right, we can't open that doorway. We need another move. We need another word, power word to do that. And I'm not sure when we're going to find that power word, to be fair. So we can't go any further north now until we get another power word. But where is that power word is the question. There's also stuff to pick up there. Just seeing a load of ingredients we should really pick up while we're here. Oyster mushrooms. These are all needed for crafting as well in the cauldron. We haven't been able to do much cauldron stuff because we haven't had the ingredients, to be fair. I don't know how often they respawn either. But it does seem like we are kind of stuck in the grounds as well. We can't really go to some places. We're missing things. What's this? Anything here? Walk all the way around it though. I think we've been here before. If there's nothing to pick up, we've found this before. It means basically. That's that done. The grounds are so big though. You do need to spend that time. Just see if there's anything over this side to pick up. Ideally, not by the looks of it though. I didn't know we could walk in the water, to be fair. Is it going to allow us to get through? I bet it doesn't. No. I kind of guessed it wouldn't, to be fair. Right, what do we got over here? See, we can't jump or anything either, so... Where are we now? I've kind of lost track of where we are. This is Agatha's altar this way. We have been around this area a little bit before, because we did manage to refill the altar with everything that needed to be done with it. All the elemental stones we found. Okay, it's going down again. So this has all been done. So I don't think there's anything else we can do here. They do make a noise when we go past them. What we've got here. Again, I think we have been all around this area. It does seem kind of like we're locked out. Unless there's something we've just got to find that will open up the other areas and we just haven't made it there yet.
Was this bowl
Oh, this is new. The offering bowl, artifact, we can place an item. We've got some artifacts. What do we want to place in there? Necklace. I don't know what it's going to give us. I don't know what we're going to gain from it. And obviously, I think it's got to be an epic, hasn't it? Let's put the bowl in.
Well, this looks like it belongs here.
That looks like it belongs there. Okay.
Almost as if it were meant to be.
How many things do we place in there? Put the bowl back in. He's saying it's a perfect fit, so it means it's meant to be in there then. But that's something new we haven't found before. Gateway here. Okay, there's nothing here then. Okay, we've got about 5 minutes left, so what we'll do, we'll start heading back to the Abbey. We found something new at least. It wasn't what I'd hoped for. I was hoping to find another statue, but they're still evading us currently. And I'm pretty sure we've got to do something to get further around the grounds. We're kind of locked to this area at the minute. We can't seem to find a way to get further north. It may just be it's story locked, and once we get to a certain point in the story, Agatha may unlock it for us, but it's just waiting. We don't do a lot of exploration around the Abbey. Some of it is because obviously the way he walks is really weird. It reminds me of The Witcher, to be fair, and the way he walks. But we've done what we could. I do think we are locked probably behind story, to be fair, for any more. Let's quickly grab the ingredients. We're going to need those for doing crafting, basically. So it's always good to have them. Again, we can't open that because our word of power isn't the right one for it. That one's locked as well. So this is the problem. We've got lots of locked areas. We need another word of power, but I'm not sure where we get it from. We've been to this altar before. We have. Ah, we got the Hermit. That's another tarot card. That's number 9 to 22. See, all these tarot cards are meant to be around the ground somewhere. There's 22 of them in total. So somehow we've got to find them all. Right, we can fast travel back, to be fair. Oh, Agatha wants to talk to us. Oh, we haven't got enough time now. We're so out of time. Where are we currently? We're all the way over there, aren't we? We go to Hunter's Folly. We can run that straight down back. That's the easiest place to get back from Hunter's Folly, to be fair. There we go. It's a straight route back to the Abbey, as we are just about out of time for this morning. So let's get back to the Abbey first. I think we'll hold off speaking. Let's speak to Agatha. I don't have a meeting this afternoon like I did yesterday, so I mean, no, I don't have to rush off, unlike Tuesday. So we can quickly speak to Agatha, and then it just means tomorrow morning we should be at the point of where we just have to sleep.
Hello.
And collect the research, and then we're into the next bit of the main story, which will be for tomorrow morning's stream.
Is that meant to be an offering bowl on the altar?
Another artifact Wanda was toying with but could never make work.
Oh, okay.
I'm curious. Next time you find yourself there, place something in the bowl.
So that's what we didn't do.
An elder god's name.
We didn't say an elder god's name.
Perhaps it will work for you now that you have their blessing.
So we could place something in the bowl. We want to do that now. Because we know, I'm going to forget we need to do it otherwise if I don't do it now. So we might extend the stream by 5 or 10 minutes depending what this does. Okay, where was it? It was here, the Agatha's altar, wasn't it? We went to, so let's fast travel there. And then we went to the side of her altar. Trying to see remember where this is. Oh, there it is. So we need to place something in the bowl and then say an elder god's. So if we place the epic necklace,
I think that works.
And then the only word of power we got is the first one.
Seems my offering was accepted.
200 gloss. Is that it? All that for 200 gloss. Okay, I was hoping for more, in all honesty. I was hoping for more. Agatha wants to talk to us again now. But yeah, I was hoping for a little bit more from that. Gloss is used for cosmetics, and because I don't bother with cosmetics, it's a little bit of a waste. But
This must be busy.
yeah, I wasn't expecting something more. Credits would have been good. Essence would have been bonus. Gloss, not so much. Let's head back, and Agatha wants to talk to us again. Maybe it was a combination of the two epic items, and we just need to combine others, maybe. Let's see what she says.
Is that meant to be an offering?
Oh, it's the same
bowl
thing.
On the altar? Yeah.
Excellent, my dear.
There we go. I'll just skip the bit we already knew about.
Exceed expectations. Try using different combinations of words and offerings. You never know what you might
So
get.
we need to wait till we find more words of power, which I don't know when the next one will be. It may look behind the story. We may just miss something out in the grounds, maybe. But we are out of time for today. There's nothing we can do this evening. The next thing for us to do is sleep, and the next morning we can collect our research. Our research will then enable us to continue the story as it's the Gamma Accelerator, which is a major upgrade, and will allow us to do a lot, to carry on the story even more. We have done quite a bit today story-wise, to be fair. And we've upgraded a lot of the heroes as well, and gained quite a few levels. Story-wise, though, the only thing major we did, we gained the power, the Parchment of Power, and it's been handed to Robbie Reyes to look after. Johnny Blaze has disappeared after nearly trapping us with Mephisto. Luckily, we managed to survive. But that is all we have time for today, I'm afraid. We're out of time. We are back tomorrow morning with more Marvel Midnight Suns, where we'll continue the story of the Gamma Accelerator. That'll be tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow evening is God of War Ragnarok. There is daily content on the channel as well. So if check out some of the daily content while you're there. And be aware of next week. Tuesday next week, we will be starting Hogwarts Legacy as our main live stream game. Midnight Suns, if you haven't finished it, we'll go to evening streams. But we'll focus on Hogwarts Legacy as of next Tuesday, which is 72 hours early access. There will be a vote Monday morning on the community page to which house we pick. I'm leaving that for you guys. But that is it for today. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. As I say, we're back tomorrow morning with more Marvel Midnight Suns, so hopefully we'll see some of you there. But if we don't, have a good week, and we'll hopefully see you soon. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.